up, Meg?
What up?
Ooh.
Popping. Look at these.
Quarantine has not been kind to you, boo.
What you
Ooh. Quarantine has not been good to you, brother.
Damn, Meg, that's how you gonna kick it off?
Don't act like this is new.
Don't let her do you like that, D. Fight back. Get him, Doug.
Just get him. Hang time.
Get him, Doug would never not be funny, bro.
Here, it's so funny, bro. Get him, Doug.
Monique was trying her best to keep the peak. Get him. Nah, Doug, don't let him. Doug, sit down, baby. Oh, Meg got the braids, though. I didn't see it with the braids, though. Okay.
Tahir, Trevor said he need the link. He texted he need a link.
Oh, snap. I thought I sent it to T-Wall.
Nope. What's up, Scarlito?
What up, John?
Jon Scarlett as I live and breathe.
Look at this. Look at these faces.
We are finally bearded brothers, John. Our day has come.
All right, don't get ahead of yourself.
John, respect me, bro.
It still ain't connecting quite.
Not.
Right there. There's a lily in the valley, but I'm close.
There's a lily in the valley. Scarlito, what's up, John?
And chilling, man. You know, just surviving quarantine, surviving the apocalypse. You know how it goes.
Hey, John low-key got a real job and fucked around and forgot about all of us, bro.
Yep. He's like, I pay real bills now with real
John
money.
About this show, and he was like, "Who the fuck is this?" I was like, "Really, John?"
Damn. I'm surprised you still have my number. I blocked all y'all.
You ain't shit.
Yeah, that's dirty.
Oh man, waiting on a couple more. Trevor should be pulling up in a minute.
Good, Teddy.
What's up with it, bro? How you looking?
What up, Dad?
You looking hella Ethiopian, bro.
Oh my gosh, that is so true. You do.
Eat it, chin, bro.
What looks Ethiopian?
You.
It just looks. He looked like Fairfax. I don't know how to describe it.
He looked like a whole street. He looked like
he got that good skin.
I mean,
golden.
I always keep up my moisturizing routine, so.
Okay.
Fairfax and Olympic looking. I see you.
The streets don't even cross.
Let's talk about Deezy's hair. Should we wait till everybody else gets here to talk about?
Don't even cross.
Deezy got that George Jefferson something fierce right now, my boy.
Nah, man, I got my shit. My shit is all there, brother.
Damn. All at the top, man.
Hey,
the cool.
What's up, y'all?
Trev?
What up, Trev?
What's going on?
Daniel.
Trev.
What's
Deezy
popping?
got back on a Maybach, boy. I didn't realize you had that much forehead, Deezy.
A lot of real estate, nah, for real. I don't be noticing either.
Yeah.
Kevin's here, so you know there's bigger.
You
muted, Kev. You're muted. You muted yourself, Kev.
That was probably a good joke, and you just fumbled it on the mute.
I just said barbershops were open for a while. Deezy, what you had there was open for about
a window. He had a window.
Yeah, I don't trust it.
Don't trust it?
Quarantine is too serious right now.
You look 47 now.
I was gonna say you giving me hella Sherman Hemsley vibes.
I told that nigga, dog. I told him.
I can't wait till I get a haircut.
Moving on.
Do you even have waves now? Will there be waves under there?
I do. I can send y'all a picture.
No, that's a lake. That's a still lake.
You been combing it backwards. You got no waves no more.
Yo, wow! I'll send y'all a text right now.
But why is it shape shifting going backwards like you? Like you in the what's the shit? Adam's Family, my nigga.
Damn.
Yeah, said like what?
Y'all. Look at that.
You balding right there. You balding.
Sydney look like he's in a wellness center. He like he in a zen shop. He just got through picking out some crystals. He's waiting on his feet to get dropped off.
About to tell us the most fire CBD he got.
That nigga said Janae Aiko, engineer. Should have been working on her vocals all night.
Oh, good times, man. Pat up late per usual. We knew Pat was gonna be late though.
Of course.
Getting his nails did.
Waiting on that
Ooh,
last
you ain't
layer.
right.
Of that
You ain't
Fenty.
right.
Kev, you following through with this with the beanie? That's happening.
Nigga, is you following through with the pride cut?
Who, me?
Tell with the what?
With the pride cut, nigga, you look like one of Terrence Howard's students in Pride.
I like that beanie, Kev. Where you get that from?
You don't like it.
It's this company called Black Owned.
Oh,
Oh,
snap.
that's the name of it?
Yeah, I got a whole bunch of stuff from them. I ain't gonna hold you, man.
So they sell black on basketball covers?
What did you say?
Yeah, they sell black on
Yo,
basketball covers.
Daddy. Yo.
You had to think about that, but
It clicked immediately for me, John. I didn't have to think at all.
Yeah, that beanie is working, Kev.
It's designed to be like this.
No, it's not.
No.
This is all I was trying to say earlier, just now. I was like,
Ain't it supposed to like cover your ears a little bit? Like you can have some room?
That's a skull cap. The beanie's supposed to be like, they're supposed to sit on top.
Yeah, it's supposed to
It
be
just
like
has-
this.
Kev has a lot of real estate, so it just looks like.
Bro, it's supposed to fit like this.
I don't think so.
I guarantee nobody else in this chat will it fit like that. Nobody else.
It will fit like that, bro.
Here by
there's
your
no room. There's no room.
Daddy said only people with
Easy.
Spalding, only people with Spalding tattooed on their forehead that fit like that.
First of all, Deezy, you got forehead, so I know you ain't.
Why are you saying so long?
He got more. He got more than average. Don't.
You should have swinged with it, Kev. Like,
Kev looks like he catches Swedish fish with that hat.
you just be at a
Pretty
candy
good.
shop.
Pretty good, Trevor.
Sydney Kim, man. You know what? We got enough people here, man. We can go ahead and get started because we got a couple more people gonna pop in, so we're gonna try to get everybody announced before it gets too crazy. We had 1,858 people now. Only 297 likes. Smash that like button for your boy, man. Go ahead and do that, and we're gonna kick this thing off. Welcome back to another episode of Zooming with the Homies. This is the All Deaf reunion. We got some of your favorite from all of the content. We have a lot of the contributors to the reason why All Deaf is a household name. With that being said, I want to start with the guy who looks like he's about to drop the most fire mixtape. At the bottom, ladies and gentlemen, we got Sydney Kim in the building. He was helping lead the music team. He started on comedy though, right, Sid? Did you start on comedy?
Yeah, I was started on comedy first, and then I was doing a little bit of both at the beginning, and then I went strictly to music after that.
Okay. Well, man, it's good to see you, man. Are you back driving, or what are you doing, Sid? 'Cause I never know with you. You
Driving.
Driving.
Ivy.
That's racist.
You got a shot?
No. Sid never liked to drive. So when Sid got a car, it was a big deal for me.
I know.
I didn't know. He didn't like to drive.
I did not have a
You
car.
can't say shit in 2020.
I know.
Are you driving?
I am driving.
Okay, cool, brother. Well, it's good to see you, Sid, man. It's good to see your face, man. Next up, one of the also department heads, but he was also talent and help for getting the cooler off the ground. We have the immaculate beard holder himself. He has a new beard line that he's probably going to tell you guys about, as well as the beard oil and the beard glue for those that can't grow the beard. You guys can see his first model on KevOnStage face. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Jon Scarlett on the show. What's up, John?
What up, man? I mean, I honestly wish I had product now after that intro you gave. Like, I don't have anything to sell. I ain't got no t-shirts. I ain't got no clothes. Nothing to sell.
Somebody watching on YouTube. Who's watching on their YouTube?
Kevin, it's Kev. It's Kev.
Kevin.
He's watching this.
Shoot, Kevin. You want to see how bad your head look on that beanie?
Man.
He's doing his taxes now too.
You're still muted. Don't mute it after you make all the noise. Mute it.
He muted himself.
It was already muted. That's why I know it wasn't me making no
It
noise.
was you.
I was muted. I didn't even change nothing. I just unmuted.
Kev, we saw your face look over at the side and then click mute. Don't ever do a crime with Kev. That's all they tell you. You don't even know how to lie right, man. You're going to get everybody caught.
Man.
Wait, hold on. Was that Laugh Heidi, John?
Yeah,
You might as well bring Heidi up. Heidi is all deaf as well.
Oh man, Heidi gonna be too loud.
Get a ratchetest one out of ADD.
Bruh.
I was riding with Heidi, thought I was going to be okay, and they pulled us over because she was with me.
Wow.
you might as well come over here now.
Yep, come on over, Heidi.
How y'all doing?
Just loud.
Hi, Heidi.
No, I was in Santa Monica. I just heard y'all when y'all heard my laugh. I wasn't even here before this.
So you heard us from Santa Monica?
Yeah.
All the way.
No, we heard her from Santa Monica.
Oh,
Right.
Yeah.
Hi.
Your intros. Hey.
Oh, we miss you. Look at this. Look, see, ADD is responsible for a lot of love, including these two.
uh-oh. You don't want to go down that road.
That got nothing to do with ADD. That got to do with John sliding in her DM. That's all they got to do with.
No, I was very professional the whole time I was at ADD. Don't do me like that.
Wow. When did this happen? At the ADD party?
Super unprofessional. I was very unprofessional. That was
I can see that.
But I was a freelancer, so you know I had a little leeway.
Yeah, you didn't sign a contract. You was at will. Next up, we have the mama bear of the group, gets everybody in order, snaps the whip.
KevOnStage.
God.
We love you, Kev.
Oh my gosh.
You pouring up over there?
Yo,
The
Teddy, your laugh is healing to the soul, bro.
It is.
I hear your laugh and I just feel
That's
better about life, man.
It's like hearty chicken noodle
It just
soup.
feel like it's like your auntie's hug.
Yes.
That's
Teddy
your
laughed
sister,
his
so
whole
you would
being.
know.
Anyway, man, like I was saying, the mama bear of the group, man, Miss You Ugly all the time. Y'all make some noise right now for Meg on stage.
Don't do
Hey,
that.
Tom, it looks like he was off to a rough start. He was trying to say Meg Scoop, but he got confused because of Trevor's joke. God dang it.
Now, I just put both names together. I did that one on purpose. You creep.
No, you didn't. Tahir
I
weighs
absolutely
more.
did.
Hush, Tahir weighs more.
That was good, Kev. That was good.
Hey, I said it twice because y'all ain't hear it the first time.
Good. What's up, Meg? What's going on? How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm over here, just juice cleansing. I'm over here. I'm behind for the day, so I
You need
gotta.
a juice cleanse for your soul. It's black. Cool, guys. All right, man. Y'all been great, man. Everybody be cool, man.
Black your screen out.
How's being a mom going, Meg?
It's going great. But I just changed my baby's crib, transitioned it to a toddler bed so he can like crawl out because he's been jumping out every day, like during his nap in the middle of the night. So we were like, hey, let's just convert it to a toddler bed. Didn't nobody tell me, like, how do I put him to sleep now? Because I'd be laying him down and I walk out and he'd be trying to follow me. And I'm like, wait, how does this work? So I got to stay in here with you.
You gotta put a lock on it like a dog.
Baby don't night.
Hey, Tahir, you try to put the baby on the future's music already.
It's not NyQuil, it's Z-Quil. It's non-habit-forming. So this one's okay. Oh, this one's
No, it's terrible. You can't give that to a baby.
Hey, Tom, looks like Tahir tried to say okay, but he said okay because he's learning French. Anyway, back to you.
I really thought you didn't catch that one. God.
Listen, I got no good jokes, but I always can count on you.
Man, thank you for being here, man. Next up, we have the foster kid of the group. From gangs to green lights, he started the group, and he's been picking up trash on the side of the 110 and the 10.
Wow.
Just doing all the time. Hasn't had. He's hustled so hard he doesn't have time for a haircut. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Mr. Tinhead himself. Deazy is in the building. What's up, Deazy?
Yeah, what's up, man? I appreciate the intro.
Deazy, that pick ain't doing shit. Just put the pick down. Pick down, man. That's not making a difference. We're not saying you're picking like, oh, okay, it's getting better. No, it's just gonna be what it is right now. Just
and don't even go north, easy. You know what I'm saying? It go northeast.
Just throw the hood on. You be good with the hood on, bro. Okay, or not.
Y'all good? I miss y'all. It's good seeing all y'all faces.
Next up, we got an all-time crowd favorite, Mr. Double Cheeked Up on a Tuesday afternoon. Actually,
it's Thursday, bitch.
Oh, whatever.
No, I'm
playing. Teddy, you were the one that actually came up with Squad, right? Putting
pretty much. I mean, I stole it from Chief Keef, and then I started saying it on ADD, and then that's how it got birthed.
You gotta respect a real nigga. Say I stole it from somebody else, but you know I brought it to y'all. So
Chief Keef is an influential nigga. It go like it go Barack, Jesus, Chief Keef. You know, or Jesus, Barack, Chief Keef.
As long as those are on top three, it can be in any order.
Pretty much, bro.
Okay, well, it's good to have you here, Teddy, man. What you been working? You just got back in town, right? You was on the road, trying to get some gigs and then to slow down, right?
Nah, I just went to go just let my spirit travel. You feel me? Like I really wasn't pressing for gigs or nothing like that. I did about 3 shows. I did the More Than Culture show in Atlanta with Ronnie Jordan. That was in the parking lot.
Oh, okay.
That was smooth. That was efficient. And then I did some shows in Arizona, and then them the ones that had me nervous. Like, no, I don't think we ready.
Yeah. Were the people in the audience, did they have masks on when you in Arizona?
It was one dude in Arizona in the front just hammering mozzarella sticks. Like, I ain't never seen a dude just hammer mozzarella sticks like a grown man. Like, that's a kid snack. Like, you 48 just...
Is it?
It just looked weird, bro. And he didn't have on no mask. He didn't even look like he had a mask nearby. Nothing.
Hammer and mozzarella sticks is just funny words to be put together in a sentence together. Like, mozzarella sticks.
It's not something you want to be caught doing. I'll tell you that.
Well, we're glad that you're back and we're glad that you're safe, Teddy. Next up, we got Mr. Stiff Socks himself. 1 million on the gram. My daughter saw you were gonna be on this one. She was like, "You know Trevor Wallace?" I was like, "Hey, man, get the fuck up off my car, bro." I didn't like her voice increasing and getting that high when she saw his face. Like, I didn't like that.
2 lines and inside the office, you know, Mr. 2 lines.
It was actually when I was talking to John yesterday, and I was telling you who's gonna be on the show. And I was like, yeah, Trevor gonna be here. She was like, you know Trevor Wallace? I was like, hey, man, get the fuck up off my car, bro. I don't like your voice right there.
Trevor, you've become every teen girl's dream. Oh my gosh.
He's a fucking heartthrob right now.
I don't know if that's a good thing.
International now.
Yeah, just follow the steps of Mr. KevOnStage out here.
That's right.
Look at that.
Trevor doing sold out shows where people just watching from their cars. Just social distancing.
Hey
man, hey John, Trevor is white.
Hilarious.
I thought the hockey jersey wouldn't give that away, but that or like the blinds that are 12 yards tall.
Wow.
Yeah, Trevor, what you been up to, man? How you been, bro?
I'm doing good. Shows are picking up. I was in Arizona doing shows too recently. It was weird. People like wanted to hug after, and I was like, nah.
Nah, I ain't doing no meet and greets.
I'm dapping people up doing these. I felt weird. Just the peg.
Why were you out afterwards? I thought that you would have just did the show and then stayed in the green room.
Right.
Yeah, well, on like in the parking lot, people were just like waiting. So it was weird. But like Arizona, I don't even know if they could spell COVID. It was not a thing out there. Like you walked past the bar and there was a line to get in. I'm like, how? It was.
They ain't taking it seriously.
No,
they ain't taking it seriously.
So I left there, but
that's your people, Trev.
That's true.
No, I don't blame it. It's all if you put ranch scented masks, we would not have this problem. All the white masks on Facebook. That you make some masks out of True Religion jeans? The True Religion with the bedazzle on it?
Oh my God.
I was gonna tweet that, but I don't want to get political with people. So there you go. I'm running material right now. That's how desperate it is during quarantine. If my girlfriend laughs at something, I'm like, oh, that's a standing up.
You got a girlfriend now, Trev? You got a girlfriend?
I'm a mature man.
Hey!
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Nice. Hey, you wasn't much for the girls.
Congratulations on going raw with a
kind of weird. No, I mean like having a consistent girlfriend. I know he's probably having raw sex, but I'm saying.
Did I just shock you, Trev? Like, oh, I thought you would just be.
It absolutely shocks me that you settled down. I thought you was just out here putting your little pink helmet and stuff.
Pink helmet.
Whoa. All right, I'm about to zoom out. Kev mentioning niggas' helmets.
White dudes' helmets be pink, bro. That's crazy.
Wow.
We're all of 21 minutes into the Zoom. Kev's
like
already just. I mean, I don't even.
And
reverse Pepto-Bismol.
The last person I want to introduce right now to the rest of the people get here. Y'all know him. You've seen him on Playmakers. You've seen him on YouTube, Instagram. Now he's missed them 1 million on the gram as well. Happened about 3 weeks ago, right, Kev? 1 million on the gram?
Yeah, guys, stop looking at me directly in my eyes. Now that I have 1 million, although these sunglasses broke on the other side.
Wow! I hate how fast you had those ready. I hate
these
it.
These are my Ray-Bans. I sat on them and broke them. But they cost too much to throw them away, and I gotta. Yo, you know what's funny to hear?
Damn well them glasses died of natural causes.
They had to warm them up and spread it out so they could fit on my head.
When you got them,
I got them. I didn't even know that was a thing. You can.
That's how you walk in and call for backup.
Hey, what about the hinges? Don't they got hinges? Like,
bro, Deazy, there's a way to fit it to your head. They had to warm them up, then they put them on. They cooled.
So they boiled your glasses.
Now they put it in some hot sand, don't they? Kev, when they put it in the sand?
I don't know. They were warm. I don't know how they did it, but
yeah,
they were warm.
Some of them they put it in the sand. The sand is hot and they heat it up like that. That's crazy.
Nothing about nobody forehead. Okay, come on, man.
Deazy, you got a hoodie on. You got a hoodie on, and you don't have a hoodie on.
Every time I look at Deazy Square, I want to be like, nigga, I ain't got no change.
I'm gonna be all right, y'all. Don't worry about it.
Here, why you flinch at him? I ain't got no chance.
They keep looking at you. He keep bringing the sign up. Every time you make eye contact, he bring the sign up like, nigga, no, I told you that 10 minutes ago.
I'd have to do that to him.
Right outside the driver's side.
Nah, for real though, Deez, is everything okay, bro?
You
look like the lead speaker Cocaine Anonymous speaker.
Daddy, not the genuine concern. No, for real though. No, all jokes aside, bro. Have you been working, bro?
From the bottom of my heart, are you good? Put your cash in the pump.
Listen, everybody else looks happy. You, the only one, looks stressed.
Deazy look like he's selling nickel bags full of nickels. I got a nickel bag. How much? Actually, it's
shut up, man.
It's nickels in a bag.
I've been going through. That I want to talk to y'all about.
All right. Well, listen. This is another episode of Zooming with the Homies right now. As always, never put it behind a paywall. I want you guys to get it pure, unfiltered, raw. Get all the gems that they're gonna drop on him. All I ask is that if you have something donated to the guest, man, you know, a lot of us, this is how we make money on the road or making content, and it's been greatly affected. So this is your chance to support your favorite squad member, person that provided countless hours of laughs from numerous videos and numerous series. And if you have something that you can bless them with right now, this will be a great time to do it. So with that being said, I'm going to ask all my guests if you want to go ahead and change your name to your Cash App. You can do that now. Teddy, I can change yours if you need help because you're on your phone.
Yeah, do it.
What's your Cash App, Teddy?
Teddy Ray, LOL.
Okay.
My congregation know already.
In here.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick. I'm sorry. I don't mean to hijack the show to hear. I just wanted to say and make a message.
Yeah.
To all my people and stuff in here. All y'all, John, man. I ain't seen you in a minute. John, how you been, man?
I'm good, man. Are you about to pitch a GoFundMe? Because like,
it
sounds like that's what's coming.
I had a show idea I was pitching too.
$10.
Deezy only $6,000.
That's somebody we fuck with.
We have an announcement to make sure all that fam.
Oh!
You want to tell me?
I'm pregnant.
Oh!
Damn!
It's a burn in there.
I see you going wild in there, Deezy.
You look stressed out.
Here's the thing, Deezy. You can't with that. We wouldn't have made the hair jump, that nigga.
You said what?
That's why.
That's why your hair
pregnant.
You pregnant.
Listen.
Oh my God.
I appreciate that.
Congratulations, guys.
That's why you look like that, Deezy.
Did you guys have unprotected sex?
Weirdo. You're so weird, Kevin.
Y'all aren't married. Y'all aren't married though. Y'all aren't married.
Kev.
You don't know they business.
See what you did, Megan? Look what you did. You influenced them. Deezy wanted to be like you. Deezy wanted to be just like you.
I'm gonna be great. I ain't pulling out.
You guys are terrible. Children are.
Deezy and Serena, congratulations.
Cheers to Deezy, man. If you got it, pour it.
That's amazing.
Eddie got it. You go eat. But yeah, if you got something, man, pour it up for that, man.
Dang, bro, you really put that in the oven,
Big shots, baby.
In there. It's
life.
Showing now.
Oh, how many weeks are you, Serena?
I'm 18 weeks. So I'm 4.5.
Woo!
Oh, that quarantine.
You've been pregnant.
Okay. Wow.
We was 2 weeks into the quarantine and you was like, hey, fuck it.
You gotta wear a face mask outside, but not on your penis.
Pulled up from half court. Deezy said, ain't no NBA. I'm shooting my shot, though.
Hilarious.
Sorry, man.
Hey, man, let me watch y'all baby when it be born.
No.
Not wearing your glasses like that.
You look homeless, Kevin.
Bro, my kids don't talk to me, man. I need new ones.
Joshy Guns.
Josh and
Oh, shit.
Josh, you missed the news. Kev's pregnant.
Again.
Explains everything.
Yo. That is dope, bro.
One of the things I've always loved and admired about Trevor, man, he never. First of all, he's funny as fuck. All right, he's funny, he's quick-witted, and he's always been authentically him. He never tried to fit into black culture at all deaf. He was just him, and we accepted that he brought what he brought to the table, and it was always great. And Trevor, I just wanted to give you that accolade, man, in these times right here. The same thing with Heidi while she's on camera as well. Always just been her, authentically her. Heidi's just a loud motherfucker. Like black people, Heidi, like, oh,
and Heidi, since she showed up somehow, I guess we.
I don't know what she said. All I heard was, but you came from that place.
Well, thank you. That's the only person I know is myself, so I had to do that. Plus, it would be so corny if I wasn't. It would just be not good.
Trey, I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. You would not have lasted at that company if you tried to be like that. Right. I guarantee you, we would have got you fired.
If you would have came in, yo, good morning.
That's kind of funny.
No, fuck with these new fat forms. They're like, no, get out.
You would have got beat up in the break room.
Left faster than old boy with the little jacket. Y'all remember him?
Oh man!
Out of that office.
Yo.
I remember Tahir made an Instagram page strictly for the jacket.
I just deleted it off my Instagram account. I still had the account for the jacket on there.
You a bully, Tahir.
Hilarious.
He still wakes up in the middle of the night and just goes, small jacket, and then goes back to bed.
Hey, y'all remember Paint?
Who?
Paint.
Oh my God.
At the office.
Bruh.
With the hairline.
You know who we talk about, bro.
His hairline looked like this. He had like the double. He didn't know, like, we see that your shit way back here, but he got it right here, though.
Code name Paint.
Remember that nigga Pat?
Hold on, because that's my dog. I gotta speak in his defense.
I love that nigga.
That's my dog. I mean, the blending could have been a little bit better. But that's my dog. You know what I'm saying? I can't let you just cap him like that, Teddy. That's and he put money in my pocket.
Same.
Oh, snap!
Get your fat ass up. Sound like a prostitute. Get the minute put. I can't talk bad.
I'm gonna get this money, Ted. Fuck what you talking about.
Oh my god!
I had no idea. I thought you were talking about like an intern or something.
Oh man!
You worked with him
Don't say
a
his
lot.
name
Trev,
on here.
you
It's
still
much
lost?
love though.
Trev, you still lost on who it is?
No, I know who it is, but I was like, oh damn, the homie. He was like there for a while.
That wasn't no random.
No,
That paint was daily.
he's watching right now, swinging at his MacBook.
Man, he's lucky that AC was always booming in there.
Make it stop.
Joshy Gods.
What's up, guys?
Man.
How's everybody doing, man?
I'm gonna
You
just
live with DJ Academics? What's up with this?
Absolutely not. Do not categorize me at all nearly with this dude.
Josh,
He lost all streaming privileges in the mass of like 24 hours.
Josh
Good
hates
setup, though.
academics.
Oh, bro, I'll fire him.
Hates academics, dog.
I know.
That's so funny. Josh be in the chat. Me, Tony, and Josh have our own chat. He be in the chat like, I fucking hate this dude, man.
Ah, man.
Y'all got a chat without me?
Yeah, we got a few.
For the music, we listen to rap, Kevin. We didn't want to influence you.
I listen to rap. I listen to MF Doom.
No, you listen to Parappa the Rapper.
I listen to Hip Hop Harry.
You do.
Hip Hop Harry follows me on Instagram. I didn't know he had an Instagram account.
Is that the
Yo, he be doing IG live.
He
Hip Hop
does.
Harry.
Who's next? Go. Deazy, you can't be drinking like that. You got a baby on the way. You got to be responsible.
Yep.
I could
way off the hook?
You can't be having your hair like that. Your baby in the womb ashamed of you already.
Reds, man.
Are
Wait,
you?
Did y'all pick names yet?
Really, what's going on?
Name y'all baby Kevin.
Wait, when do you find out?
Okay, yeah. Keep it a secret.
How many weeks is
Do y'all have a gender reveal yet?
We're not gonna.
We're gonna wait till it's born.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Y'all ain't gonna know?
What? Don't do that.
That's good.
Yeah, my sister did that
How
with
people
both
don't know
of
what to get you at the shower?
What?
You can get yellow or gray.
I don't know yellow shit.
The gray balloon pops out? That's so
Oh,
sad.
snap, Dave.
Gray.
What'd you eat today, bro?
What's up?
Hey,
Ray,
What's
why
good?
you,
Damien, the Billy Goat, literally.
Ray,
Don't start with me.
why you in here on a BlackBerry?
Oh, get out of here. Bro.
Wipe your
Let me
screen.
just start with me.
Wipe
You
your
got
screen.
chicken
Dave.
grease on your screen, Dame.
I do. I need to wipe it.
Right.
Hey, wipe
Wipe,
it with a greasy
wipe it down. Wipe.
We're gonna interrupt you.
I
I really need to wipe this shit though, like for real.
Yes,
Wipe.
Damien, please.
Wipe it down. Wipe. You guys get that joke?
Yeah, Kevin. I tried to play through
What's
it.
up, man?
We
It was
was
a
over it the
TikTok.
first 2 times.
It was. I didn't hear y'all laughing enough, so I just took
No,
it.
I know. We try to keep going and forget it.
Hey, Dane,
What's up?
I've been saving these cups and these empty boxes.
I want
All
to
right,
bring
I'm
it
gonna come
up.
get it from you.
I hate you, man.
I'm gonna come get it.
I got a Pringles can with about a couple crumbs in it.
I knew y'all was gonna get started as soon as I hopped
Yo,
on this.
you gotta tell the audience the best running joke in all deaf history is Dane was a billy goat who would eat compost. So we would
Eat
just,
anything.
Hey, I was just
Damien would
getting
literally
things before
eat
that.
anything.
we would always have like styrofoam and be like, Dane, before I throw this away, you want to munch on it? Bro, it was funny for like 2 years.
Yo, you just called Dave like Dave.
I'm a vegan now though.
You lying?
I'm a
Fancy
vegan.
You
So
lying.
is plates.
He only eat gluten-free paper products.
I be eating fish.
You be smelling the paper.
That's
to see if it's
not vegan.
gluten-free.
How you
I know
gonna
that's
say
the only thing. That's the only thing that's not vegan.
That's the worst thing you could have possibly led with to back up if you're vegan or not.
And cheese. I could be eating cheese.
Damien, they're not vegan.
That's the only 2 things though.
That makes you a vegetarian.
And what else? What kind of ice cream you like, Boomer? Rocky Road?
That don't count.
You're not vegan.
There's certain stuff I can't give up, man.
Okay, well, stop calling yourself a vegan.
You're just eating regular stuff there.
All he did was cut out red meat. He's like, I'm a vegan, guys.
I'm a vegan. I just what it was. He said, I'm a vegan. I just eat fish, ribs, burgers. That's it. Outside of everything else is vegan. And cheese and milk. I eat ice cream and then I eat the carton. That's all.
I got soy milk. I'm really trying it, bro. I'm really trying.
The most generic milk alternative in the market.
Don't discredit it, bro. I'm really out here.
He's trying.
I'm really out. Hey, what was y'all talking about? A gender reveal before?
Oh, you didn't
wait. Y'all don't say anything. Damien,
guess. I already heard it. I heard it before I even put my video on.
Well, guess who is having a baby?
You want me to? I heard it.
Out of all,
that was the thing that I heard. That I just.
You want me to say it still? You want me to say it still?
Yeah.
Who wants to play the game? Play the game, boo.
Play the game.
Serena.
It's too obvious.
You should have said Heidi to spice the household up.
I couldn't cut my camera on at first.
That's how you know what? The only people getting pregnant during COVID is people who don't have no kids. Because if you had kids and you had to have them home all COVID long, you'd be like, I don't want no more kids.
Oh, it's right before. Still, her point still stands up. The kids is home, boy. You be like, woo.
That's why, yes. You'll soon learn.
How you feel, Serena? Like, you okay? Like, you know, I know it take a toll on your body. You got another person in you. Like,
I know Serena looks good. Denzel looked like the one he pregnant. He looked like he having a rough.
Serena is glowing. Deezy is shading.
I take good care of him, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Deezy look like he been doing this a lot.
That's what that is. He keep trying to pick out a child.
Wow. I got a baby on the way. What am I gonna do?
He just pushed it all the way.
He about to push his hairline back manually. Yo, that fatherhood stress hit different though. I ain't gonna hold you, man. That baby, when my wife was pregnant, I was like, man, I don't know what to do with the kid. This is crazy. I just wanted sex, not responsibility.
Wow.
Damn, that got deep.
This nigga Kev really a freak. I just want that pussy. I ain't want all this extra.
The more you learn.
Oh, stop. Trevor, you ain't got no kids on the way, do you?
No, I do not have any kids. My kids would be so ugly, just fluorescent.
Damn.
The nose would give itself a C-section, just coming out the stomach.
They'd come out with a comb over.
Yeah, it'd be an interesting looking baby, but no kids right now. No kids.
All right. You looking
for somebody in the comments said, why Tim ain't saying nothing? Bro, that is Sydney. That is not Tim. That's not Tim. Shot a wrong.
Oh, they thought you was going to get out?
That's a whole. They're not even the same Asian. Sydney is Korean. Tim is Thai.
I've been put in the comments. Where's Sin Cash
right now?
Yo, Tim is not even Korean.
They've been saying Cash App all the time.
Lock up right now.
Sydney and Meg from the same hood, man. Y'all both.
Same.
Oh my God. That is hilarious, man.
Who from North Korea? Who from South?
Oh, technically, I am a quarter North Korean.
What?
Wait, what? I knew it was a war.
I knew there was a hidden agenda.
Wait, how can you be a quarter North Korean? What does that mean?
Because my grandpa is actually from North Korea, but he made it over before they closed the borders.
Oh, snap.
When did they close the borders in Korea?
The Korean War in the 50s.
Oh, that's how the blacks got over there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's.
My granddaddy fought in the Korean War.
When was it? When was that, Ted?
It was sometime in the 50s. He took a vacation on my grandmama, and went and fought for the nation.
Nazi vacation.
I knew he was over there hitting all the Lucy Lou's of the world.
I know we probably cousins, Teddy. We probably.
Hey, glad thing I never tried to holler at you.
That's real.
Is Lucy Lou Korean?
No.
I don't even know what she is.
I was being racist.
Vietnamese,
I don't know.
She's Chinese, ain't she?
She's Chinese or Vietnamese. I'm not sure.
I think she's Chinese.
Oh, hilarious. Where did Josh go? I was just kidding everybody in the comments. We're not just staying for an hour. Some people might leave after an hour, but it's going to go to full time. They were freaking out. It was like, it's only an hour. I was just messing with y'all. I was just kidding, guys. Everybody relax. Everybody relax. Cool. All right, so
good talk. Yeah.
Nobody said Kev is shopping online like that lady at the school board. What are you shopping for, Kev?
I was trying to see if Lucy Lou was Korean or Chinese.
No, she's Chinese.
I thought, but I couldn't see it. She's Chinese?
Yeah.
All right.
Lucy Lou is the one from what show? Was she from
Kill Bill? She was
Kill Bill.
Okay. Kill Bill, Charlie's Angels, Cameron.
Yeah.
Charlie's Angels, Cameron D and Destiny. Charlie's Angels, come on.
She just did a movie with Tay Diggs too. That was fire. It was on Netflix.
Lucy Lou?
Lucy Lou and Tay Diggs?
Smashing.
Oh yeah, that was a good. That was a cute one.
Right, that was in my little romantic bag that night.
She's also on Sherlock.
Who is my parents?
Sherlock, the Sherlock over here. That was really good.
I didn't see that.
Almost fire. Almost fire.
Glad we got all those Lucy Lou facts out the way.
Hell, y'all been watching. Hell, y'all. Are you
Bye, Serena. Thank you for stopping by. I'm gonna get y'all a baby shower gift when y'all baby get born.
Enjoy your night.
I'm gonna get y'all baby a backwoods blanket.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
That's hilarious.
Wrap that little nigga up.
Hey Deazy, let me buy the stroller for y'all, bro. Let me set you up, bro. The stroller is an important purchase. You don't want it to be.
And you know it's wild. My mom just asked me about that today. She was like, "So, your stroller? Have y'all looked at that yet?"
Let me get the stroller or the car seat. Let me get something that y'all got to use every day.
Man. Kev is so narcissistic.
Wait, those y'all should probably get a combo at least at the beginning. It does.
Oh
help.
Yeah, the stroller that goes the car seat that goes into the stroller, all in one.
Does help. Yes.
Run it, Kev. You balling? Run it.
Kev, get the
Tell your mom I
crib.
got it, bro.
Kev, get the crib or get the four moms. The one that they put the baby in and it just moves them.
Okay, let me get that then for you.
That's expensive. You want that, Denzel? It's like $400.
Deazy, Deazy, I got it. Let me get the haircut for you for every 2 weeks. I got it.
That's a great investment. Take him up on that. Shark Tank. Fuck that.
I'll find the barber, bro. He'll come to you. Don't worry about it.
And it's a house call.
I got you, bro. I want that baby to be proud of their dad.
Oh, man, I'm starting to in the next couple weeks. See how that goes, man. I'm gonna do way better.
Your baby's gonna be born this year, Deez. Your baby gonna be born in around Halloween or so. Halloween or Labor Day.
November 30th is a due date. So,
woo! Oh, I was way off.
Yeah. Your baby gonna think you their stepdaddy when they're born.
Is this an appearance joke? Does this have to do with my haircut?
Yes.
Deez, you heard me?
Like that when the baby.
Did you hear me?
What?
I said, is this an appearance joke? Does this have to do with my haircut?
You look like a stepfather. Your baby gonna think they got a stepdaddy off the rip.
Your baby gonna be like, my stepdad been in my life my whole life. They're gonna be like, that's your dad. That is your dad. Why do you look like that?
Nah, that can't be.
Y'all ain't have to do him like that.
He haircuts every 2 weeks, but he doesn't get them.
You know what, Deez? Your baby gonna be beautiful because you got Serena, and then it's got to deal with you. God gonna compensate. God gonna compensate for you.
Beautiful baby, Deezy. You're gonna have a beautiful baby.
Yeah, bro. You need one person to not be great looking, so God will be like, "Oh, I got a course correct on that. I can't swing that far."
Hey man, I look good under the
Deez. I know. Look at my kids. That's God being like, "Whew, I couldn't do that to you, Liz. I got you on both of them."
Man.
That's why John's in trouble. John's in trouble. John too handsome. His baby's in trouble, man.
Not humble. You gotta be humble. It's a humbling thing.
No, your baby about to be so cute. Watch.
Oh, now somebody ain't ugly, Meg.
Yes.
He didn't say that. She just said she was speaking of existence.
His baby's gonna be so cute. Oh my gosh, Denzel, you really trying to be like me? You had a baby out of wedlock, you know.
Yeah.
I'm really.
That's how it's supposed to happen.
My baby was born in October. Your baby born in November. Like you really do.
You can't get married right now. You can't get married the right way.
Right. Ain't no wedding.
Bro, the courthouse been closed for months. It's not his fault.
Yeah.
Meg, for you, it's been open for years though. You got no excuse.
No, actually, it was supposed to be at the end of this year. Why you trying to be funny?
What
but
we
we
say
moved
this
it.
year? You know, man, it's another year.
Right. This nigga, he's so happy for COVID.
How you know I'm not the happy one?
Hey,
It's him for sure. It's him for sure. Low key though, Meg, your baby got a great chance at life. You probably are an amazing mom. That's for sure. Like you ain't gonna let nothing. Your baby gonna be like, bro, give me what I want. My mom's coming up to this school. Your teacher gonna be like, okay. I don't want no problem.
My baby can count to 13, and he's not even 2.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Let me see.
He's still like,
I want to see, man.
He sounds a little off because he can't really.
Oh, now she's trying to clean it up. Oh, he doesn't sound like it.
It's a little off, but
He said, trying to clean it up real quick.
Dang, your baby can count to 13 already? That's amazing.
He better be. He got to start doing
coming
book
in right
reports.
now.
How many months is he, Meg?
He's like 3 months shy of 2.
Okay.
Your baby's almost 2.
Yep.
There he is.
Young Pat, what's up, man?
Ooh, Pat is high.
Yo, y'all call me the diva. Patrick Cloud is the diva.
No, I'm not.
Hey,
Yo, Trevor,
I heard we was having a reunion.
and Denzel.
I heard it was a reunion special.
I ain't seen you, Trav. I ain't seen you.
What's the deal, kid? What's up?
Hey,
Hey, man.
Travis just
What's
made
up, Pat?
Travis just made a post. Travis is about to be a dad too, man.
Oh yeah. Daddy duty. Daddy duty. Give it up.
Why y'all won't get married? Why nobody gets married?
because of COVID.
That's all Kevin cares about.
Hey, you putting me on the spot, man. Hold on.
Trav, you ain't even text me. You was having a baby.
You ain't seen it? I thought. My bad. I thought you knew. My fault.
Nah, the algorithm don't be showing me. You know, I got 1 million on the gram now, so there's fair.
Slight million. That's all. You know, just a slight million. Nothing major.
Is there a picture on the gram?
It's a yeah. Check it out. A little
Ultrasound?
Little sound vibe.
Damn, everybody
Wow.
It's that
Teddy's
COVID.
pregnant. Teddy been
It's that
pregnant for
COVID.
years.
It's the COVID. It's the COVID.
No, Kev. No.
Bro, y'all was like, if I can't do nothing else, I'm finna get this baby off in 2020.
Hey.
You ain't got
Hey, life is short, Kev. Life is short.
No.
Yo, what happened? They said the shutdown.
Hold on, this is hilarious. In Travis's caption, he already said, "Yes, I will make mistakes along the way." He just said it at the beginning.
You gotta put it out there. You gotta own it.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you right off the bat, I'm gonna be messing up all the time.
The bat.
I'm sorry in advance.
I'm sorry in advance.
Dang.
Ultrasound.
Wow.
Let me get the stroller for your baby, Trav. Let me get the stroller, man.
I got you.
Heidi and John, y'all next. Ooh.
Oh my God, man.
Right.
Get over their life. Don't
do that, bro.
Hey,
Don't.
Kev, you passing out strollers? I'm pregnant too. Let me
What,
get
you
one of
gonna
the
eat that?
strollers real quick.
Hey, what you gonna do with a stroller with no
I'm
baby?
gonna sell it.
He gonna put a bunch of compost in there.
He gonna put an offer up.
Hey, he gonna sell it to Deazy. He gonna be like, "Damn, get the crib. I got the stroller for you, Deazy, for the hot 50."
For the hot 50,
Is you breaking down weed?
I might be.
I can tell by.
I keep playing with it.
How? His shoulders.
Pat, you are. Pat, you are ridiculously high right now. Your face says, I just smoked an entire blunt.
I look
by
like
myself."
you. What you talking about?
I look like this all the time.
I look like I'm from Southern Scoop. And I just woke up, by the way.
Pat, why are you waking up at 7:50?
I'm sorry, I was shooting and like this morning and
Shooting
this
high.
afternoon.
Why you in the woods though? Why you in the woods? Where you really at?
Why you in the woods?
Donkeys and Dragons.
Look back.
Got your feet soaking in a bucket of
There's
apples.
nothing behind you, Pat. It's on the computer.
Pat trying to lie about where you trying to hide where you
whatever
at.
Pat's smoking. Pat, what kind of gas is that?
Yo, Patrick was like, where am I?
He looked around.
I don't see it.
That's shrooms, Pat.
I don't see it.
This nigga look back.
Get him out, guys. He's out of here.
Oh, y'all made him
Change his background, bro. We're gonna change his background.
Pat, give us something else. Switch it up.
Give us something else.
The wood outside of the
Hilarious.
Wow.
I don't know what.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Wait, what is happening?
What you doing?
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know. You said give us something else. Move
Outside
on.
of a different wood background or something. Switch the background up.
He's got a plethora of wood backgrounds.
Move on. What are you trading?
Put yourself on the set of Red Table Talk.
Oh no.
In between two Jadas.
Hey, do y'all really think August Alsina was having sex with Jada?
Yes.
Boy, he was smashing. He was smashing. What are you talking about?
Hey,
Fucking people.
guys,
Called him his son.
Catching.
Her son.
I met
Look at
Will
the
Smith.
filter.
He didn't tell me anything about this. I talked to Will. He did not.
That's because he didn't want you to smash Jada. If he wanted you to smash Jada, he would have told you.
No, that's the other thing. It's like Kev don't fit the build. You know what I mean? Like
Bill?
no, he don't.
Yeah.
Like I feel like Jada would be like, no. I don't want that.
Why did I say that?
That would be like when she wants the southern wind of her family or something like that. Like when she wants to like go out of shape or
All right,
I feel
bro.
like she's too in shape for Kev. Her house is too big for Kev. There's a lot of
Okay.
Damn, Pat.
Yeah, you gotta cheat up, not down, Kev.
What? Okay, everybody can stop. Everybody can stop.
You brought this on yourself. You really did.
I met Will Smith. He didn't say, hey, Kev, let me tell you something. I was like, Will, you know you can confide in me. And he
August
did.
Alsina is her side nigga. Why do you would even come up? Why would you come up? Why would you even be brought up?
Because I have 1 million on the gram.
You didn't then.
I was close enough.
Well, listen, real quick. Thank you to everybody that's here, man. We have right now 5,058.
Hey!
The highest we've ever had on Zooming with the Homies, so that's worthy of a shot. So we're gonna pull up.
Damian Thurman? What up, Damian?
What's happening? What's
The
up?
GOAT. The GOAT.
Kev, what you got in your
What's all
red cup?
The greatest of all time.
Are y'all talking about the greatest of all time or the actual Billy Goat?
The actual
Billy Goat.
It was both. It was
Man, we
both.
done went through that. We went through that already, bro.
I was late to the party, so I had to throw it.
Yeah, y'all about to bring it all the way back up. That shit was like 15 minutes.
Oh, damn, do you want me to get rid of these or keep these though?
Yeah, you keep those.
What about this empty Dunkin' Donuts box? You want that too?
Is there still some glaze on it?
Yeah.
I might have to pick that up.
That's a wild boy.
Glaze.
Nobody embraced the joke like Dame too. That Billy Goat joke ran so long, and every time he just embraced it too. That was amazing.
Every time we ate lunch, that's how we ended it.
Yeah, every time though.
Just leave all the empty plates in front of Dame, and he just took it like
Right.
Okay,
Hey,
Tahir.
Trev, you live in a mansion now? What?
Nah, this is an
Trevor's so
Airbnb.
rich.
Hey,
I'm in Palm Springs for the weekend. This ain't LA.
Yes, white privilege.
I'm
COVID
about
don't
to
even
crash
touch
those.
you.
What?
Yes.
I'm trying to get out of COVID city. My neighbor had corona. All I had to dip.
Oh wow, for
Your
real?
neighbor?
What you think your neighbor got right now?
out there in Palm Springs.
No, I'm at an Airbnb.
Niggas really think the heat killed corona.
Oh,
It do. Mentally.
Eddie, that is very true. I was just in Vegas and everybody was out there like nothing happened, like the heat killed it or something. They were out there with no mask.
Well, that's just low IQ.
I was just looking down at them all judgmental because they were in the pool parties and I was just like, ew.
But Pat, you was there too.
I was there for work. I didn't go out.
I thought you was just partying.
You was there for work.
You had to escort people out there?
Oh, was that a whore joke? Was that a whore joke? Was that a whore joke, Meg? Your box braids? That's what we doing?
Did you braid those yourself, Meg?
No. My
you got it braided by the bros.
Did it.
Those are those.
You went out in Corona streets and got braided?
No, my mother-in-law, she lives with me.
See?
You're not married. You don't have a mother-in-law. That's just your baby dad's mom.
Damn.
That's just your baby's dad's mom.
Kevin,
it's loud.
For her.
Marriage is the law. That makes it a mother-in-law. That's just your baby's dad's mom.
She got them. I just got an OnlyFans braids.
I was gonna say Ronda
braids of OnlyFans, Pat.
Those are I'm a fresh porn star braids.
What? That's the casting couch braids? Them the casting cornrows?
I rebuke it.
A lot of people had to start the OnlyFans in quarantine.
It's getting bad. Hey, it's bad out here.
Man.
Right now it's July. The whole pandemic started in what? March. I've seen people turn into porn stars since then.
Overnight though.
Bro,
we know. We saw.
OnlyFans is the new club flyer. Remember the club girl that you went to the club to get your money? OnlyFans is like, bro, you can't go to the club. This is how you get your club walkthrough money.
And they be on there begging for tips.
Yep.
Ain't you already paid?
Bro, $40 a month is where they're starting sometimes. They're like, hey.
Wait, what?
No, what I'm saying is a lot of them are like starting at like $40 a month. Now, I don't have any OnlyFans, but I know that that's expensive. But they're just like, look at me.
Bro,
look at
$40?
me. That's what I'm saying. Look at me take a dick unprofessionally. When you have Pornhub, you have Pornhub for free, and these women been taking dick for decades, and they
Pat, you preaching like you got kicked off OnlyFans right now.
It was like a little angry.
It's unfair that I can't braid topless. I'm not even 1%.
Bro, here's the thing, yo. Listen,
it's bullshit.
Pat, if you're telling me $40, Netflix is $11, and they got hours of content. Man, you can't start the OnlyFans for $40 on your first day.
That's what I'm saying. You mean to say you just have a lot of followers and I haven't seen your nipples yet? That's what you're charging?
Y'all don't know what she's doing for $40.
And somebody gonna leak it eventually. It's gonna get leaked. So I'm gonna sit back, wait for that leak.
And here's the
instead of paying, you get it for free.
If you're 30 years old and just trying dick for the first time on camera, you're tasting. You're charging people to taste dick, and I don't think that's right. That's not even like.
Whoa.
Yeah, that went left.
If you watch porn, you taste dick.
No. Think about it. On Pornhub, you have worn out porn stars who've been taking dick on camera for years, just now making a break.
That's why we need a reboot, Pat. We need the NBA getting new niggas. Michael Jordan.
I'm not talking about a porn stars reboot. No. I'm talking about, think about them hard-working porn stars who've been taking dick on camera for years. And
they got paid though. Bro, you guys know Mia Khalifa made 12 grand in her porn career.
Who?
Mia Khalifa, she made 12 grand her whole career.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying this.
Wait, the whole thing?
Whole career, 12 grand.
Whole career. Biggest porn star on
That's a rookie
right
season.
But she's famous for life because
of that. She's famous. She's super famous.
Rookie contract.
Right.
I've seen her a couple of times.
That was a
wow. Why you rub your hands like that, boy?
Yeah, he did a Birdman hand rub.
No.
That was creepy as hell.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh, I'm the only one to watch.
Pat has strong feelings about OnlyFans, man. He's standing up for what he believes in.
This ain't even OnlyFans. This is porn. Imagine being a porn star trying to make it in the porn business for years and years and years, and you just now like are midway.
That's your fault for trying to make it in the porn business.
Right.
And then here comes COVID-19, and now there's 30,000 new porn stars that are making $100,000 a month, and you've been working the real way this whole time. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
You need to adjust.
Huh?
Pat wants them to pay their dues. If you're gonna do porn, you gotta do it the right way. You want to go straight to the OnlyFans.
You want to be a star, don't you?
There's a lot of people tasting it for the first time on camera, making $100,000 a month, and I just think that it sucks. For the
I think that's wrong.
That's purist. He's
Hey, back those back shots.
That's like the way
Pat is drinking out of a chalice.
You say what, Ken?
Pat is drinking out of a chalice.
What's in the cup?
Game of Thrones.
Talking about
You saw where he was when he first got on.
Is that an adios, Pat?
How did you guess the liquid from the?
It was blue. Yeah, was I right?
That nigga said, "Is there a Coca-Cola in there?" No, it's wine.
Right now? Is it
Who's just sitting up making adioses at the house?
No, it's just wine. I don't. That's why.
What is an adios?
I'm flabbergasted by his guess. He just guessed. He added a lot.
It's shit single people drink to fuck.
It was blue.
Wait, what's in it? It's a beer?
It's light and dark liquor in the
It's
same.
everything.
You drink it in, it's adios.
It's like a Long Island.
Wow.
It's like a ratchet Long Island.
No,
it's missing two components of the Cosby pill. It's almost the Cosby pill, but it got two components missing.
No, nigga.
Wow.
That nigga stupid, man.
That's ridiculous. Literally, it's something at a bar that you can give somebody a drink where it's light blue, and I don't understand why, but it is. Does anybody know what makes it blue?
I think it's hypnotic, ain't it?
Yeah. No,
it's
Alizé.
Can't be good for you.
Alizé
decisions. That's what it is.
The Incredible Hulk. That's what the Alizé and what is that? Alizé and Hennessy.
Yeah, Hennessy.
Oh, yeah. Damn.
Why are you still drinking?
Jon Scarlett from the
Alizé
early
and
thousands. You know what's up.
Yeah. I used to drink them Adios motherfuckers and them Incredible Hulks all the time.
That's when you know someone doesn't have money. Yeah, let's get an adios. Oh, all right. The stimulus check ain't hit yet, huh?
Hey, that's the broke college nigga drink for sure.
It works.
For your buck.
That's a glass of jungle juice.
Two of those. You're like, where did I park my car? Oh, I Ubered here? All right.
Why was it that? Like, why was it the drunk person's? Because it can get you drunk that quick.
It's just a shit ton of
Everything
alcohol.
in one.
Yeah, and you can buy the least amount of drinks and get you fucked up the fastest.
Two adioses and you really adios.
It's like the dab equivalent of weed for drinks, I feel like.
Nice.
That's a good comparison.
That was.
Rocking with that? All right.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
As he's breaking down the weed, nailed it.
That's what you had for a Dame? Nailed it.
Trevor, was that a White Claw?
Excellent.
It's some knockoff version of it. Crook and Maker.
But it's a version of White Claw.
They just alcoholic companies just hit me up to like, do you want free alcohol? I'm like, yes.
Hey, Trevor is literally getting funnier before my eyes.
I appreciate that.
It's
man.
crazy. Yeah. Like literally every video is just like, nigga, this nigga is funny.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Trevor, you got OnlyFans?
Oh yeah, subscribe to my OnlyFans.
What you do on your OnlyFans, Trevor?
Open cans with his nose.
What do you think? I
just do hair tutorials for an hour, and then all the dudes are like, "Yo, slow it down a little bit. I can't keep track."
Hey, boom. My bad. I forgot the whole Cash App thing.
Oh, Dame, if you want to, Dame and Travis, y'all want to throw y'all cash up there, man, so the people can bless you with a little something, y'all can do that as well.
Cash App.
Wait, say what?
If you want to throw your cash app up there, you throw your cash up there, and the people will bless you with a little something.
Hey.
Oh shit, let me do that.
Hey,
Mama, why do I feel like you don't
I'm
even
a
have
new
a
dad.
voice?
I need some dollars. Hold on. Instructions.
Okay.
Hey, Trevor's.
It's all the weed I got.
Put that back to the camera. That
It's
was
all the weed I got.
Wait, yeah, what is that?
You're stretching
You've
that.
been
boy.
breaking down weed for an hour, Bober.
It's more right here on the. It's off camera, but I got more. I'm just sprinkling it. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's so much. I don't even know what to do with it.
This nigga, boy.
Kev, what are you doing? Kev for the dip.
Kev's getting tired.
No, they said I was talking over people too much, so I'm being quiet for a while.
His feelings are hurt.
Listen to that.
My feelings are hurt.
Yes, they are.
Kev,
My
you got the
feelings
Ray
are
J.
hurt. I was talking a lot. I want to hear what other people have to say, so I'll be quiet.
Kev, you got the Ray J beanie on?
Yo, what? Sidney Kim is in here? What
No,
up?
that's
How did you
Kim's kinda
not
wrong.
see him? He been here the whole time.
I was on speaker view, so I was only seeing who was speaking at the time.
You was only on high. You are so high. He been here the whole time.
Why do you think
Nigga's
I'm
a
high?
mom right
You
now.
are high, Pat. You're high. Pat, you're high.
Why do you think I'm high? Why does that matter is the point.
No, he's been here the whole time.
First of all, I'm part Asian, so the fact that you're looking at me like, man, I'm the only one who has eyes like this.
Sydney is in here too.
This guy's a fraud. Oh, my bad. Yeah, you're right.
Hey, what we got some of y'all favorite moments at ADD?
When I fired you.
Oh my God.
Hilarious.
that was like wrangling a pig when you like when you tired.
I fired a lot of people on here today, and it hurt me. I don't even want to see them again.
Did you ever fire me?
Nah.
I fired more people than anybody here.
John had me and John used to have to be like, no, bro, I fired 3 people in a row. You got to fire some people. And I told Meg, I said, Meg actually got away with not firing enough people. Because I was like, nah, Meg, you, it's your turn. And she was like, okay, Kev, I got the next one. And then she let John do it.
Hey, meanwhile, Jon Scarlett was the all-deaf assassin. This nigga got texts of pictures of people who he had to fire that day.
Hilarious.
He just slept in a motel until he got a picture, and he was just like, "Oh, okay, yeah."
I got sent to the burner phone. I had to break it.
Bill the fucking gun.
He was the professional.
Yeah, the explosive glasses like in Mission Impossible. We had to throw them on.
Yo, the worst part about having
he was just like, another day, another buddy.
The silencer.
Yo, me and Sid had to fire somebody, and that man did not leave all day. He just went around telling everybody that he got fired. I was like, yo, you gotta leave.
Hey, was that Josh's boy?
No. Patrick, remember that dude?
Teddy, stop saying names, Teddy.
Patrick fired the intern who would not leave. He came right back.
That's not how you're talking about.
No, that dude. It was back in the Culver City days, and then you fired him. And it was like straight up, like you let him go because he just wasn't doing the job. And then he showed up the next day, and he was like, "Oh, I thought that was just a pep talk."
No, that was somebody else. That was Friday to Sunday. Like he took the whole weekend to think about it, and he was like, "You know what? I'm gonna start Monday the right way, and I'm gonna win these people back," not knowing that he got fired on Friday. So he came in.
No, low key, we were like, "Is he gonna shoot the office up?"
No, that was just Matt. There was one white employee that was like, he pulled us in, and he was like, "Yo, this is dangerous. Like, I think he might have something." Blah blah blah. And we were like, this nigga, like, he's dumb. He's not shooting the office off. He's just stupid.
That man used to really be completely asleep for like 2 hours at work. Like, man, this is a great kid.
I got 7 photos. I remember I was on a location scout. I got 7 photos of him sleeping in different positions from different phones. So there was one photo, like he did a spread. He was on the couch. He was on like the main like floor. He was on my computer. He was on set. Like he was literally doing like a tour, falling asleep everywhere, and everyone was taking photos of him. So
didn't he ask somebody how people stay awake all day?
Yes.
Like it was a legitimate question, right? I wasn't there because I was a Tuesday and Thursday time during my internship, so I missed that whole process.
Yes, that absolutely did happen.
Yeah.
How do you stay?
How do you guys do this every
How you be staying awake though? It was like genuine. It was like Yeah, I get that I'm fired, but like you though, for sure. Like how do you be like staying awake from 9 to 5?
Was this at the old office?
Yeah,
Culver City.
Oh, okay.
I remember one dude who tried to schedule a meeting with John Patterson to shoot a music video. And he was an
Yo, that was your boy, wasn't it, Deez?
No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. It looked like that.
That was easy. That's why you remember.
That's why I remember.
Good times.
I miss that. The vegan chef always tripped me out. That dude.
Oh my!
I like remember.
Do not. Don't go
That's
there.
Trap Boy.
No.
That was Trap God.
Hey, Josh, you remember that episode we shot?
I remember everything, man.
An episode, right?
Russell Sprouts.
The Russell Sprouts.
Yeah, that's right. He called the Russell Sprouts.
Faithfully though.
Oh my god.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
We all kind of gay, low key.
What?
Wait, what happened?
I don't know. Skip. I just don't feel like I want to eat no other niggas. Sprouts.
Did you say we all kind of gay, low key?
Russell Sprouts.
Oh man.
Wait, to hear you started with the drop, right?
Yeah. I started with the drop. I got hired by Dez and Kev, I guess. With the drop.
Yo, tell the story, Megan, to hear about how I was hiring y'all and y'all thought I was firing y'all, and y'all had a prayer meeting beforehand.
Yeah. Hilarious.
That was like, so wait, it was like, was it a month into here? It's about a month in?
It's about a month in.
And we were hired to just be hosts, right? So after we shot the show, we just leave, whatever. So at the end of us shooting a show one day, Kev comes in, he's like, hey, like, I got to talk to y'all tomorrow, something, whatever. It's pretty serious or whatever. I got to talk to y'all tomorrow. And we were like, huh? What? That's weird. Okay. So that night, I don't know if I called Tahir, he called me, and we were just like, bruh, they about to fire us. It's like, I know. I was like, it don't even matter because you a great host. I'm a great host. God got us. God got us. We don't even need them.
Way better than Jay Snow. I don't know what they talking about.
Uh-oh.
That's hilarious.
Comments when y'all took over. Where's Jay Snow? Where's Cynthia?
Bro.
We prayed. We were like, you know what? Let's just pray. We got this. We don't gotta worry about them when we come in there. But like, cool. Thank you for your time. Right. We out. Thank you. Like, we was prepared. So then the next morning we get in there. We sit down with Kev. We sit down with Des in there too, right?
Yep.
Yeah. We sat down in there, and me and Tahir looking at each other like,
I'm ready. I'm like, all right.
What was the game plan?
I was gonna steal something before I left. That was something essential.
The snack room in Culver City was immaculate. That was ADD was balling.
That's when we didn't care.
Yo, I want to say y'all should thank Dez though. Dez is the one that said, Kev, we should hire them full time and they can take over production and then I can move to something else. And that's why I went to the powers that be and was like, yo, actually Megan to here. And the thing is, y'all not only it was because y'all were so professional. It was y'all was like on time, funny, but could produce the show on your own. And I was like, yo, low key, I think they can do everything needed. And we can take the producer Dez off of this and move her to something else. But it was Dez's idea to get y'all hired. And she looked out for y'all.
I love Dez.
I want to tell y'all too, the best producers at All Def were women. Meg and Dez were the best producers at All Def. Meg is the best.
No, Meg does not let you smoke weed on set. No.
No, you come on my set unless we doing a high shoot.
There you go.
Don't come on my set drunk. Don't come on my set high.
Sid'll let you have all random video shoots on the side of the set. I fucks with Sid.
Teddy would legitimately be mad at Meg for not letting him smoke. Like, man, why? Like, bro,
because we're shooting a show.
But we're not shooting right now. See, that's what y'all don't know out there.
Do it after.
It'd be a good 30-minute period before we got to shoot anything else.
We would have long days that didn't need to be long days, though. That's a fact.
Oh yeah.
Not on my set.
I think the longest days
if Meg was a man, she would have been so much more respected if she was a white man. When you were a white man at All Def, you didn't have to do no work. But when you were a black woman,
don't say that.
It's been great joining you guys. I actually
no, Trevor. I excuse you, Trevor, because you weren't a producer. Trev did everything but type the N-word. He was like, "Can y'all put it in? Because I want to go star A." But a lot of the producers got away with murder, and Meg had to really get it out the mud. I respect that.
Got to, man. You got to keep this thing professional. We can't.
Hey, what was that one weekend sketch? The something 3000.
Which one?
What is that?
It was the Tribulator 3000. I don't know.
That was telling on niggas, like it remembers everything and it told on people or some shit.
I don't know, but it was one of the worst things I think ADD ever put up.
And that and the Celsius shit.
Celsius was the worst.
That McDonald's Great Taste was the worst.
Celsius and Street Camp. Woo.
Street Camp was the worst.
Street Camp was so bad. Before y'all went in the comments, it was like, bro, we just took the money. We didn't have nothing to do with this.
They don't make videos anymore after that. They're like, we're done.
They just stopped
for that.
We were and it was so bad, we weren't even mad at them. We were like, yeah, you guys probably should distance yourself from this.
We get it.
Hey, did you guys know that KevOnStage hates black directors?
Oh my God.
Kev everything, he wanted you see Sydney Kim over here? Sydney Kim stole KevOnStage from your boy. And KevOnStage, he was just like, oh, Sydney Kim's directing? Oh, perfect.
I didn't even direct it.
He didn't direct it. It was a black dude. It was Femi. Femi was the director who was a black man.
Your argument completely just shriveled down.
I campaigned for a black woman because I wanted you to direct, but they already had somebody.
Move on to something else.
Gosh, y'all remember that meeting?
He clocked out real quick.
I was like, bro, Sid didn't even direct it. What are you talking about?
Pat's been mad at me this whole time.
Hey, Sydney Kim is an amazing director. Who's made a lot of amazing things on All Def. I was just upset. I'm sorry.
Y'all remember that meeting that Pat almost got in a fight?
Meeting?
Pat, yes, against a woman.
Oh.
Whoa.
Wait,
y'all remember because she was getting on Pat's head because over the Christmas break, Pat was, I don't know what the issue was. She was mad because Pat wasn't turning stuff in on time or whatever. So
with the shaky paper read.
Yes. So one meeting she had a paper of all her grievances against Pat and read them out loud. It was like,
I finally remembered that.
That was the chick that wore.
And her hands were shaking, and she was like reading it angrily, like she practiced.
That was messed up because it took her everything to do that. She summoned all the bravery, and then at the end, I was like, "Boom! Fuck you, bitch! Bitch, you don't know what you're talking about."
It was so funny, and no, Pat did not beat her up because she would have.
Yeah, why you bring it up like that?
It was so funny because I just remember sitting there and you was like legit angry, but the stuff she was reading, I was like, I do be doing that.
Yeah,
it was true stuff.
Yo, let me tell you what, all Def worked because people like me had people like Sid and John, and people like Pat had people like Meg. If we didn't have that tandem part, the whole thing would have fell apart. Pat was amazing, but they were like, yo, Pat, turn the paperwork in. He was like, no. Me and John had a meeting about Pat. We were like, they were like, yo, he's got to do this paperwork. And I was like, John, this man is too creative. Let somebody else do the paperwork, bro. He don't need to be doing paperwork. He's creating shows.
We Pat like an athlete.
Changed the entire way. We changed the entire way we worked based on Pat because he was so bad at paperwork. We were like,
no. I was like, no, Pat, in your defense, I was like, there's plenty of people who can do paperwork. There are not plenty of people who can come up with shows. Let someone else do the paperwork.
But I did the first few seasons of Roast Me by myself. I had to handle all that paperwork.
There's still some cachet requests. There's still cachet requests you haven't turned in for that right now. To this day.
I feel like, and you know what? All Def probably went bankrupt the first time because of you, Pat. All that money that you didn't turn in.
Wait. All Def went bankrupt because we were throwing $30,000 to niggas like Spoken Reasons instead of.
Whoa! Hey!
Damn, bro.
Oh, my bad. Was this the Mickey Mouse Club reunion or the All Def reunion?
Oh shit! I'm talking
not just in the kitchen right now.
Oh shit! Is this the All Def? Is this the All Def reunion or the All That reunion?
Lord,
Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
Is this Nickelodeon? Is this All That or All Def?
I wish I had the Joe Budden shotgun button right now.
I'm saying though, I was a PA or an equipment manager. I was there the whole time. I saw everything. I saw what we wasted money on. Okay, niggas
Hey,
could
you're
not
not gonna
survive
throw
working.
Spoke under the bus and not throw your boy,
oh no,
Mr. Gold Audi.
This is where we're going. This is where we're going.
Mr. Got gags.
That's who had me hot about the budget at ADD.
Who's that?
Mr. Gold.
It's the Beamer. It's the Beamer now.
He had
the
jokes.
Beamer.
Who missed it? Y'all talking about missed it?
Oh shit! Mister got jokes.
You guys remember the For Y'all video? Mr. Got gags.
Oh no!
Hey, it was a diss. It was a diss.
They put out a diss parody that was
The diss video.
beautiful.
Yeah, that shit was lit.
Yeah, they fucked him over with that.
Yeah, I gotta say, light skin versus dark skin was not our best moment.
Nah,
Man, y'all gave this
you didn't
nigga
like that?
pins,
We had a lot of
backpacks.
not our
John, you didn't like that?
Who came up with? He did have pens.
I thought it was genius.
I'm not even a jealous nigga, but once I seen the pen with Mystic's name on it, I almost put the table.
Hey, niggas could not.
Yo, I'm B. Lou. Switch topics. Switch topics. Switch topics.
Hey, I'm gonna just say this. Wait. I'm gonna just say this. There are niggas who could not survive working at All Def because in the way that they were trained, they did not know how to make a production work without full-on trailers for their talent. If their talent didn't have $10,000 trailers with air conditioning, they didn't know how to make a skit. They were just like, well, where do they sit? Well, where are they going to be until they're on camera? Like it was literally like that Hollywood cut and like paste type of thing. And if you couldn't do that, they didn't know how to do it. So that was the people I saw fall off.
That's who drained the budget at ADD.
Yeah, let me put my feet up and listen to you guys.
No, that movie that Kev did.
Wait. Oh my God.
Yo,
Megan,
This is great.
No.
Louise Scoop. Megan, Louise Scoop. Don't you do this, Megan. Don't you do this.
Man. That was my first
This is a sore topic for me, Megan. Me and John did this with our own blood. Megan, don't. Megan Louise Scoop.
I'm gonna tell you who messed up the Wait. I'm gonna tell you who messed up the budget. Not only did they mess up the budget, they were the cause of me getting fired. All of you all who weren't using the right budget codes.
Travis, Damien.
Wait. What?
I know them budget codes like the back of my hand.
Yeah, I went to James for him.
All you motherfuckers was using the wrong budget code and putting it on the drop, so we got fired because
What to hear? That's the case. Why y'all didn't tell me? Why y'all didn't tell me?
At your house 5 days. Put it on the
Josh, be quiet, Josh. Be quiet.
You're like 40 niggas.
Everybody be quiet.
Just put it on the drop. When in doubt, put it on the drop.
Hold on.
When in doubt, put it on the drop. That was the problem.
Tell a story to hear. Tell a story.
I didn't produce the drop.
Listen. When I got fired, it was a Monday, right? It was a Monday.
It was a Friday to hear. It was a Friday. Remember? No, because on Monday I said
you thought you were good. Friday you were
Monday I said you were good. On Friday.
Let me finish the story. I got fired. Kev came to me and Meg and was like, hey, listen, guys, the drop is costing too much money. Friday's gonna be the last day of the show because it's costing too much money. So me and Meg, he was like, the only way I could save y'all jobs was to end the drop. We had to get rid of the drop. And
niggas was putting lunch on the drop. Like,
I never did that. Hey, I never did that. I didn't run the drop. I didn't do the drop. So. I ain't had shit to do with the drop.
Meanwhile, the drop is doing bigger numbers than it ever had before.
Very true. Very true.
And it was one of the cheapest shows. We literally only had a half-day sound. It cost nothing to make.
It was like $10,000 an episode.
Not when we put the finances together.
Wait, hold on.
John Patterson finance was like, the drop costs $100,000 a month. Like,
that shit was costing. The drop was costing like $150,000 a year. Like,
listen. So hold on, wait. After Kev had that talk with us, we sat down and looked at the budget. He's like, we pay the cameraman $75 for the day because he's only shooting a drop. We were paying the sound
$100
for the day, and then the editor is what,
half a day.
So that's $250. So we like, this ain't adding up. How are they getting this
over there? Like, I don't understand.
The Yard House.
But y'all shooting 5 episodes.
The Yard House.
And even with 5 episodes in a week, Teddy, it was still less than.
Hey, calm down.
The drop was costing like $5,000 a day.
Man,
Yard House.
Nah, I never did it.
I never produced the drop. I don't know.
I never did it. Never produced it.
I never produced the drop.
Hold on, here's the thing.
So why was y'all using our budget?
It was Davian the whole time.
It's not me. I never touched that budget, y'all. I never.
Davian the whole time. I knew it.
Promise you.
So listen. So that talk was on Monday, right? Kev was like, we got to end the show so we can save y'all jobs. Cool. All right. We did the research. It didn't make sense to it, but we like, fuck it. I don't. Maybe it's something we don't know going on. Friday comes. Kev looks at me. He says, "Can I talk to you after you shoot the drop?" I knew at that moment that I was fired. And no one has ever had a good conversation, nothing positive to say after, "Can I talk to you for a second?" Nothing positive has ever happened. So I already knew. He called me into Osmond's office and was like, "Hey man, I wish it was something else I could say, but I gotta let you go. And it's nothing you did. It's nothing you could have done to prevent it, but at the end of the day, you still."
There's nothing you could have done. That's a cold way to go out.
Damn.
You could have done. At the end of the day, you're still fired. Clear your shit out. You know what?
You lying now to here. You lying.
You heartless, Kev.
Yeah, that's not like you're fired, my boys.
I'm gonna fix it. He was like,
you need to take off that black-owned car cover.
We'll let you finish out the rest of the month so you can keep the insurance. Because the only thing I asked was like, when is my insurance over? That was the only thing I cared about. And he was like, we'll let you finish the rest of the rest of the month.
Here's the thing. Here's what Tahir could have tried. What you could have tried to do was like have a more respectable show. Because really, the people shit on the drop. every time finances came out, people took a big fat dump on the drop. They were just like, "Yo, what should we do? Put it on the drop."
It was fun. It was consistent. The drop was amazing, and everybody just want to hate on us and our daily.
The drop live.
The drop cost
$20,000. The drop live was the shit.
The drop cost $30,000 an episode because of the whole company putting bullshit on the drop because we were just like, man, put it on
cost like $300.
Put it on the drop.
All y'all see it. So it's all y'all's reason why Tahir got fired.
Niggas was putting lunch on the drop. Like, how do you justify putting lunch on a different production? Like,
and it's a morning show. We didn't even make it to lunch.
We all pitched in.
Yeah, we were filming this, but
it's a 1 hour morning show.
I want to make a confession since we're all here.
Kevin.
I just want to make a confession about. No. Let me tell y'all.
You was charging the drop.
He still got y'all money.
That's Kevin.
He still got y'all money.
From all death to get them sneakers. That's how you was getting all them sneakers.
No, Deazy, no. Listen, you guys put me and John through a lot of stress.
Oh.
And we charge lunch on all of y'all shows. We went to Yard House. We went to Katsuya. We had lobster thermidor. We sat there like y'all ain't.
That's what happened.
Bro, we had.
That's what really happened.
John, hey, don't go nowhere, John. Don't go nowhere, John.
Wait.
Logged off?
Yo, John was drinking Perrier on the cooler budget for 6 months.
He was up there.
Guys, wait. Time out. You guys would leave the office where the actual production was happening. And you guys would leave while we were working on, let's say we were working on For the First Time. You guys would leave and put it on For the First Time?
Oh, Patrick, we were like, are they still shooting? We would be at,
Then you guys had Then you guys had the nerve to circle back and clown us for over budget?
Over budget? What's wrong with you guys? Don't you know anything? What is this $200 charge at Yard House? Is that
some bullshit?
Wait. Hey, y'all ain't shit. Oh, I wish I would have ordered more Ubers off the company.
Y'all spent the budget and then
it started
handing us for it.
But then by the end of it, me and Kev was going to like Palm.
We was having clams casino off the back of your work 3 times a week.
All right, I'm hanging up. I'm about to
on the cooler though.
The cooler gave us the best lunches in life. We would be at Yard House. They would we would be at Yard House. They'd be like, oh, would you guys like the bacon chorizo dip today? Oh, yes, we would. Thank you so much. Go ahead and bring that up.
Hey, Trav, we didn't even know. Trav, we didn't even know.
He didn't even know.
Let me say this.
I knew I was getting some dirty.
Yo, hold on, Pat.
For a reason. I didn't even know.
Pat, let me say one more thing, Pat. When the finance lady finally pulled me and John to the side, it was like, y'all gotta stop doing this. We were like, we had a good run.
Nigga, that's why the finance people kept quitting. You know how many times we looked at each other and we were like, should we be worried about this? Nah, we good. Niggas was looking at the finances like, oh yeah. Let me put my resume together.
And wait, what about all those team meeting lunches that we had? We would go to Yard House or whatever. Y'all was just charging our production.
That was fine. Festive Fridays where we lost all of our money. Festive Fridays.
The one joy I had.
A lot of us were scraping by with no money and making the bare minimum work with nothing. But at the same time, people were getting off on All Def, and that's why it sucked being on camera, because niggas like me, Meg, and Kev, we got all the flack. Anytime All Def did something dumb, we got blamed like we were the fucking CEOs, and we're like, it's not us. Like, we don't make any of these decisions, but the amount of people who were getting over on All Def is crazy. Like, when I was first starting, I knew somebody who was making my salary. Not even their salary, it was like their spending limit. So they had their salary and like a spending retainer that was my salary. So it was like they got what they got and they negotiated, and I was just like,
now just to put things in perspective, like me and Kev going to lunch had nothing on what some people were getting away with.
Now, my God.
Take the heat off it, John. Take the heat off it.
Cache withdrawal McGee.
Hold on, listen, real quick. Real quick before you
about to do a commercial.
But no, I want to do a shot because we hit 6,000 views.
Hold on. Still more tea.
The water count.
Tillamar do.
There it is, man. Thank you.
Are they sponsoring this yet?
We got 6,000 viewers, but only 2,000 likes, man. Smash that like button for me before y'all get up out of here, man. This is crazy. Appreciate it.
Yo, I want to say something real quick. Pat, John, listen, now we're joking around. Like, me and John used to spend, like, this is a small microcosm of what happened the first time.
I figured, yeah.
But do y'all remember when me and John had to go to the CEO and be like, yo, y'all got these black people doing all the work, and y'all got these white people with the, not Trev. Trev actually works.
Trev is weird because he's never, ever been part of the problem, ever.
Never. Trev was working hard, but there was a lot of producers.
Killing it.
Me and John had to go into, I remember this clear as day. Pat and the team was like, Kev, John, this is wrong, and y'all better go say something about it. And me and John was like, bet. We went up in there and we was like, I know good and well y'all don't got these black producers on a black-owned company doing all the work and they ain't getting paid. And I promise you, by that next Monday, there was some changes coming. There was a lot of people that couldn't put their feet up no more after that. But so we earned our chorizo dip at Yard House.
Kev, be real. Kev,
by 6.
Before you did that, Kev, Russell Simmons was running a company that white writers who you never saw the skits that they wrote, they never saw the light of day. Russell Simmons was running a company that was like, I'm a black person running a black-owned social media, blah, 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 blah. That company was producing a lot of content that Doughboy was writing and getting paid this much, and the white writers that were producing nothing were getting paid this much. And we gonna talk about it. We gonna fucking talk about it.
It was. And me and John went up in there and put it into all that. And people had to pack them boxes up and be like, hey, man, it was because we wasn't going for that no more. We was like, listen, y'all ain't finna have us doing all the work. Hey, listen, I remember me and John went in there and they was like, oh, snap, y'all black for real. Like, y'all really out here. And also, I went in there on Meg's behalf. I was like, I know y'all ain't finna think you finna pay Meg this little bit and y'all finna pay him. But here's what they said. Well, we can't pay Meg, but we'll fire them. And
right.
Like, don't fire them. Give Meg what she's worth. They're like, oh, no, we'll just fire them.
They're like, we're not spending any more money, but we will cut the expense.
Hey, but at least they weren't gonna be getting paid more than Meg for not doing the work. So y'all know every time it was whatever, me and John was like, hey, we went in there into them offices and fought for everybody on this camera.
Carol, that's cool. Because I was still eating good.
Right before
we ate good, Damon. I make no mistakes about
y'all was still eating good while y'all was representing.
Listen, go ahead, John.
Right before we went into the meetings, me and Kev would always have a moment where we looked at each other as like, if they fire us,
hey,
really?
But listen, I could go down. Bro, because and listen, to make no mistake, getting fired was a real probability. They talked about firing me and John all the time. But I was like, if you fire us for going to bat for my people, you can fire me for that. I don't care if I go to bat. If I get fired for going to bat for my people, then fire me. I'd rather get fired for what I believe in than to stay at a job being quiet while people get taken advantage of.
If it's one thing that I heard about from this little, like, I guess, layer of filter between like us regular all deaf employees and like the higher ups that we're hearing about, it was that Kev and Jon Scarlett went to bat for us. That was the one thing that was solid from like higher up.
I was gonna say, I was like, let's not forget
Sid too, for sure. But like,
I feel like we don't give Sid enough credit. Sid is probably the smartest person and the hardest working person that was at Old All That.
No. I don't mean to take anything away from Sid, because Sid for sure did that. But just like at one point, Sid was music, so it's like who he had to go to bat for was just not me. So it's just like, obviously that was just something else. But I'm just saying in terms of comedy, like Kev and Jon Scarlett and even Sid when he did it, which was probably every time, but it was just, that was another part of the company.
It's okay, Pat. It's okay.
No, I'm just saying, like, I'm sure you did it. I'm sure you did it. I don't want to just make it seem like you were the one person who wasn't going to bat for people.
But I still want to talk about this lunch from on the cooler budget.
Okay, oh no, listen, Dame.
That's because
Dame. And here's the thing:
y'all had Dame eating trash. Dame was eating trash, and y'all was eating filet mignon.
That's what I feel like.
Listen, John, low key, the two people who worked their way up the most at All Deaf are John and Pat. When I started at All Deaf, John was just the cameraman and the producer for the drop.
That's
When
why
I
he's
left
not
All
expanding
Def,
it. I'm just kidding. No.
he was like what was your title? The
General
general
manager.
manager or something like that?
Yeah.
And Pat, when I first started, he was your girl's assistant, and when I left, he was the head of content. So you talk about work, like working their way up, pulling yourself out by your proverbial bootstraps.
Okay.
Jon and Pat worked all.
He's not talking.
Jon and Pat worked all the way up. But listen, bro, let me tell you what, man. There was in all my 37 years of life, there was no better time in my life than the 4 years that we worked at All Def, bro. There was the funniest thing ever is a whole bunch of black people being loud, not code switching, saying nigga, and white people being like, we can't control them. They do whatever they want.
I will never forget.
You know what the thing I think about the most is? The thing I think about the most is like we were having so much fun and it was so ideal that there was a part of us that was nervous about when it ended. And that's what I literally like live by that, because it's just like we were literally like we would go through like a time of laughing for like 10 minutes straight and we would just be like, you know, at some point this is gonna be over, right? Like we were literally like that aware. We were just like, this is not going to be forever.
There's no way you can continue this. It was so fun that we could not believe it was real.
Right,
and that's true.
And I remember one time we were sitting in a meeting and Russell Simmons comes in there. He was like, y'all got white niggas in here, y'all got Asian niggas in here, y'all got I was like, what? You got Indian niggas in here? I was like, oh wow, he's saying this in a meeting? This is the best job ever.
If you're ever gonna have real life work experience, that was the place, because we got the corporate side of things, but we also got the very, very corporate, non-corporate side of things, which is like, this is a corporate setting, but some wild shit happens, and I feel like that happens more often than anything. Like
we got to a point where we were a little too wild at Culver City.
Oh, John, we was big. We had, bro. I remember one time we went outside in the middle of the day and was like, bro, let's race and see who's the fastest.
We did that all the time.
In the middle of, it was like 2 o'clock on a Thursday. We was like, bro, I bet you I'm faster than you. And we really ran out.
And as long as somebody was filming, we just did it.
Buck racing. I remember a point in time where there was a question that was asked I was just sitting there like, and they were like, how many people smashed it All Def? And like everybody around me was like, and I was like, yo, wait, what? Whoa, what?
I remember Slink like Johnson smoked in the middle of a meeting in
everybody
the center.
smashed it All Def.
Hold on, what'd you say,
I saw Slink in the middle. It was like right the last week at Culver City. We had a meeting with everybody, and Slink was just in the middle, just smoking a blunt. It was like, but it was normal. Nobody batted an eye, and it was
bro.
Just a moment.
Teddy broke down weed at his desk. I remember one day some investors came around and they were like, "Is he breaking down weed?" And they were like, "Yeah. I mean, he doesn't even work here."
Yeah, it's prop weed. It's prop. Yeah.
Wait. We got to a point where people got way too comfortable. Like, I remember having to tell Clint Coley. Remember that conversation with Clint?
Wait, the waffles? The Eggo waffles?
You know the waffles?
He was
what happened?
You used to come in and eat the waffles every morning.
Oh, bro, All Def in the Culver City days when we had the premium snacks, people would just pull up and eat.
That was downtown.
Bro, at Culver City we had. Well, okay, so at Culver City in the very beginning of downtown, right when we had Eat Club, but at Culver City when we had those other companies in there that also had the snacks, bro, people would just pull up, no shoot day, like, bro, I'm finna raid the snacks, eat all the snacks, put snacks in their backpack, and then just leave and be like, man, y'all be cool, man.
For real. And just bounce.
I never wanted to do that. That's why I never came around. I never wanted to be somebody just chilling at the office. That's why I never really came. I came to Culver City twice before I got hired. That was it.
Yeah, I
remember, and here's why me and John got to eat the lunch. Before most of y'all, there was like 6 months where when me and Sid ran comedy, before he left me for music, and he said he'd be back in 2 weeks. That was 6 years ago.
SMH, Sid.
Bro, he lied to me. There was probably a year where me and Sid and John never even got to eat lunch. We worked from from 7 to 7 every day. We couldn't even have time to eat lunch.
If it was Jerry's.
It was Jerry's, which was like
turkey burger.
That wasn't fire.
Shout out Jerry's though. Shout out Jerry's. Jerry's was fire.
Hey, best peanut butter and jelly sandwich I've ever had in my life.
Sydney Kim leaving comedy made us take a hit. And I don't care what anybody fucking thinks.
I was sad.
No. Fuck that. Sid is just that producer that's like, oh shit, I'm good at producing, period. So I can produce whatever genre I fucking want. So it's like there's comedy over here and there's music over here. I want to do music. You know what I mean? And we were just like, what the fuck? We just been seeing you kill comedy for the last 2 years. He was like, no, I want to do music. So his dreams took him away from us. And I don't appreciate that, Sydney Kim.
Man, I'll never take those years back away, though. Those
you know what's funny about that, Pat? What's funny about that is when me and Sid took over, that's when I got demoted. I don't know if y'all remember that. When I first started at All Def, I ran all of content, right? And then people who shall remain nameless were like, Kev not good. He too Christian. He cannot do this stuff. I can do sketching better than Kev. So they put me in.
Kev, you're thinking about it from a creator standpoint. You weren't seeing the shit that Sid was making at the time. So you were like, oh, I'm Kev. Like, blah, blah, blah. Who is this guy I have to share with? I'm going down.
No, I was not.
Kev, it was really, Kev, we never really talked to you about this, but it wasn't you going down. It was Sid going up because Sid was making a whole bunch of shit.
No, I definitely went down, though. I definitely went down, though. I definitely went down.
On paper, he went down.
Like, that is when unscripted content became a thing, which is, and that's what All Def is known for to this day, was our unscripted content is what made the channel.
Yeah. The few little sketches at the beginning that kind of went a little viral. Nobody worries about them now.
Yo, you wanna know a secret?
I'm not talking about that.
No, Patrick, hush. Patrick, hush. You wanna know a secret? You wanna know who got almost everybody fired? Patrick Cloud. The barbecue sketch day. Black people barbecue, white people barbecue be like, and what was the third one? Mexican barbecues be like. Shot that on his iPhone. We shot that at my house in Reseda. We shot 3 sketches in one day, all POV. When those sketches all went viral, people got fired that same month. There was like, sketches, we don't do that anymore. This is how we do it.
I was still doing sketches. And after we shot that, I literally went to Kevin Sid and I was like, I gotta find a way to do whatever y'all doing.
John's like, I got an iPhone. I know how to use it.
No, that was because remember, me and John and Sid, we were like, yo, we don't need all these cameras all the time, bro. Our audience isn't caring about that. It'll be cheaper like this. It'll be funnier like this. We can shoot more like this. And then all 3 of those sketches went viral over that same weekend. And after that, because remember, sketches used to be like $6,000, $7,000. And they were like
the last series Tahir we shot was Homeboys. And that was the last sketch. That was at the same time. That was the same time that Pat was shooting the barbecue sketches. So we shot.
Oh, yeah.
And that was the last.
I remember it was the Salt Bay. Pat, remember you did the Salt Bay with the blunt?
Yep.
That was on a phone, and Sanjay was like, more of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I for sure remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, and then
after that, all the budget we got was just for post, and that's it.
Exactly.
Hey, shout out Kelsey. I just got $5.
Hey, Kelsey, what's up?
Hey, Kelsey, good looking.
Good looking, Kelsey.
That's going to the baby.
Yo, wait, sorry to interrupt, but I gotta dip. Everybody, it was great catching up with y'all.
All right, white privilege.
I want all you guys on my podcast, all that shit. Let's connect and all that stuff. But great catching up with all you guys.
Appreciate you, Trev, bro. I miss you.
All right, Trev.
Love all y'all.
Love you.
What's up? Hey, low
Trevor's white, bro.
Trevor Wallace is like the Jim Carrey of like
nigga. He really is, Pat.
The Jim Carrey of the living single. Like
he low key. He low key was like Trev asked me like on 3 occasions when he should quit All Def, and I was like, bro, quit now. Quit, bro, quit
now.
It is. You'll be fine. He was like, nah, man. I only got X amount of money saved. And I remember when we went to, y'all remember when we went to DC, Trev and Pat? I mean, Tahir and Pat?
Yeah.
We shot the pull up in DC. You remember that, Meg?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was there.
And that was the last time he was like, I think I'm about to do it. Y'all remember that when y'all plane got canceled or y'all flight got canceled? Y'all went to the airport and it was like ridiculous.
That was on the way back though.
No, because y'all had missed something, and I remember.
No, what happened? Remember, Southwest had pushed their flight back 4 hours
because they were
But then they pushed it up 2 hours, and they didn't change their
because
mind.
they weren't paying attention. And I remember I got a phone call. We missed our flight.
Calm down. We didn't.
There's a lot going on.
This is what happened. It was inclement weather, so we went to the airport.
Inclement.
It was what? It was what? It was what?
Inclement.
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 In the middle, inclement weather. So we went to the airport.
Inclement. Say inclement.
That's what I said. We went to the airport in enough time. We tried to check in. It's like the flight's been delayed 4 hours. So we like, well, let's just go back to the hotel. We'll come back in 2 hours. So we came back in 2 hours, and the flight had left. So basically, the protocol is if you go to the airport and they push your flight back, don't leave, stay there, because they are not going to call you or email you that they're moving the flight up. They just changed the time and they didn't let us know. We were stuck there for like 2 days. So that's what happened. So shut it up.
No, y'all was just over there having a great rando fun time.
That wasn't even the case.
It was like the weather was horrible.
Yeah.
And then we ran into those people from The Wire. You remember that?
Yeah. Because we went to the movies the next day. We went to the movies.
Yeah. Y'all going to the movies.
We paid on our own. No, we didn't.
Was that the time we went to Baltimore?
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we stayed for a long ass time. And
we stayed like 2 extra days.
Luckily, one of our fans sold weed, so we were able to get through it. But other than that,
what's the most favorite video you shot?
The what?
Most favorite video you shot at All Deaf?
Yeah.
Getting tased for the first time?
That was fun.
That was a fun
Who's not getting tased?
You could have had a heart attack, honestly. Like,
yeah, that probably wasn't wise. You got asthma.
The voltage, I was like, all right, I'll do it because the voltage is low enough. Meg didn't even get hit with the stun gun.
I did, but I jumped so fast.
Wasn't that you guys like low key like initiation?
Yeah, basically. Hey, we got hate.
That was not an initiation. There was no prior thing that was.
It was like, if y'all don't do this, we're not gonna hire you. So me and Tahir.
No, that was not true. That was not true.
That was the initiation, bro. I remember.
Because Pat had named the taser and everything. He's like, "This is my taser, Pikachu." Yeah.
That was only because it was electric, and I thought it was cool to put a picture of Pikachu on it. Actually, low key, it's right here.
You still have that?
Yeah, it's
Why
right
do
here.
you still have it?
Is it
Oh my
charged?
god! Wow, it still has the Pikachu on it.
Wait, run it.
No, it's dead.
That's for sure dead. I don't know, man. I loved all the great Taste Sid, but probably seeing Bad News come to life was probably my favorite moment.
I love that.
Okay.
That created come to life. So yeah, Bad News was dope. What about you, Sid? What was your favorite video or series?
I think the funniest one was Teddy versus Doughboy, the weed challenge.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, Josh, Deazy, they were all there shooting, helping me. I think that was one of like the most organic shoots ever. And like when it came to like the edit process, sometimes you needed like, scripts and shit, but this one was just like flowed so well because like every Teddy, Doughboy, they all both killed it. Slink was in there too. But I think that if anything, that just kind of embodied like everything that I thought was fun, like at All Deaf, just having fun with everyone, and it was just a good time. I think it was just like a funny episode all around. It's a classic.
Yeah. What about you, Meg? What was your favorite?
You know what? I think. Oh, Tony Baker in the building. I think. Hold on, I hold that thought. Tony.
Why are you sitting in labyrinth?
Tony finna be mad. There's too many people talking already.
Yo, I seen how many people were in here. I was like, I can't do it.
Hey, Tony Baker is the worst texter of 2020 that I've ever heard, and I
don't ever reach out to Tony Baker for nothing. He'll never return a text
I thought
or call.
that I was bad because I am bad, but Tony Baker
Tony's worse.
back.
You're worse than Pat, Tony.
Tony Baker texts back like a dog you trying to text, and you waiting for him to figure out how the phone works.
Y'all exaggerate, man. And Josh, I'm still waiting on the information.
Yeah, you're right. I gotta connect that. I'm gonna link you over email right now. Right now.
I want to step back, Josh.
Josh, you weakened my argument.
Josh might want to step back real quick.
All right,
you weakened the whole
argument.
What's up, Tony?
Hey, my favorite Tony Baker sketch, Henny and Me. You killed it, bro.
What's up, Trav?
What's going on? You killed Henny and Me.
I gotta repost that joint.
Here's the thing about Tony. In pre-production, he don't give a damn. He's just like, man, whatever. But then in production, he brings it. So that you really got nothing to say. So my favorite thing that I've ever, even though I've been filming with Tony, what was the first thing I filmed with you? 2 Minute Drill? Did we have anything before that?
Oh, wow.
2 Minute Drill. I forgot about that.
Before that.
2 Minute Drill and the movie thing was, I think, the first two things that we shot together, and 2 Minute Drill was way before the movie.
Wait, what was 2 Minute Drill again?
The sport.
2 Minute Drill was literally Tony had 2 minutes, even though he went way over the clock every time. And that was like a running joke.
Oh, that's right.
That was like Tony Baker's like sports update, and it was a really good show. It was just like it wasn't mine. I had to run it and produce it, but it was like, you remember the producers at All Def at the time. Like they were like, I'm producing this, and they'll be like, Pat, you do everything, and I'm like, so it was like one of those things. And then he did the movie thing, so that was the first time the channel saw, even though he's been doing that, the channel saw him doing the sports and movie thing. But yeah, I would say Working Wild for sure, because even though that was the most recent, I was just like, this is made for Tony. This was specifically what Tony, I would want Tony to be doing. So yeah, that's my favorite thing.
Meg, go ahead and go, because you got cut off.
I would say my favorite series, which I don't think y'all realize how great it was Kanisha versus John Cena. Oh. There was at least 2 or 3 of those episodes that were just ridiculously funny. And I was like, I didn't even realize until, like, I knew it was funny, but when I watched it back, how he put it together, like the waxing challenge, the phone sex operator challenge, like those are really funny. Go back and watch those. I think the waxing one got like 1 million views, but they're really funny. And at that moment, I was just like, you know what? Women comedians don't get enough due credit, because this is a funny series. It really was the girl version of Teddy versus Doughboy.
They got the coochies waxed on camera.
On camera.
That is crazy that
For
they
real,
would do
though.
something like that.
It wasn't even fake. They really did that.
They did.
You know what my favorite All Def sketch was? It's just a one-off, but I watched it so many times. It was a not Jay Snow. Wait, is that his name?
Jay Snow?
Yeah.
He did a sketch based on Black Mass.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I watched that.
Yeah, that was
Which one was that?
That was really good. That was a really good one.
Yeah.
I watched that over and over again because it was so funny to me.
Yeah.
Which one?
You remember how late we stayed up for that one though? Because he had to do that prosthetic makeup. So we were up to like 4 a.m. shooting that one. I think Damien was there too.
Which one was this?
Which one was that?
Black Mass or Black Masses or something like that?
Yeah, Blacker Mass. It was a Jay Snow joint based on that Johnny Depp movie, Black Mass.
Yeah.
I think I was there for that. I can't remember right now.
I don't remember that at all.
Doughboy was in it. Lamorne Moore was in it. It was funny, man.
Yeah, Tony, that was your favorite one.
Is Pat drunk?
Pat is drunk.
Pat is either drunk or high. His eyes are weird tonight.
Yeah,
wait a minute. First of all, I'm always high, so this is high passion.
That's what it is. It's high.
Yeah, what are you talking about? You don't see the eyes?
Yeah, that was just like Pat's eyes, guys.
But either way, it's jealous, Pat, and I don't like how how you shouting out skits that no one ever saw or heard of.
I mean,
that was one of the ones. Pat, what was your favorite? Pat, what was your favorite?
What skit?
He said Working Wild.
Favorite thing? Oh yeah, Working Wild.
Working Wild.
I feel like Pat only said Working Wild because it's new right now.
He promoting it.
Wow, that's how you feel.
He promoting it right now.
You think I'm in promo mode?
Oh wait, y'all! Wait. Y'all, somebody just said, "What about bubble soccer?"
I hated that.
Oh man, my back still hurts from that shit.
Yo,
That was hard.
knocking Meg out with that bubble gave me enough. That added 3 years to my life. Hitting Meg with that ball gave me so much joy. That was
a woman beater. You're a woman beater.
Wow.
That was fun though. Bubble soccer was fun, but the next day, all of us came into work and our necks was not turning. Like,
yo, you know what's funny about bubble soccer? Actually, I remember. Deezy, you remember this? We swiped the all deaf card. It was either you or Trav, and the location feed, the card got declined.
That was one of the first times. It was like everybody card not working. It was like,
we was all everybody was at the front of the desk, and everybody was looking at each other.
That's when they were freezing everything. They're like, "Hey man, something's not added up in these budgets. Ain't nobody paying for nothing."
They were not letting us in the thing until that somebody's card went through.
I still can't look left the way that I used to because of those bubble soccer hits, man. My neck's broken.
Oh man, we were up there. Yo, and that bubble soccer was so far from the office. We're like, bro, this is actually really way out. It's so far.
It was a hike to get there.
Yo, that was.
What city was it in?
That shit was
like Van Nuys or something.
East LA.
No, John, it was not Van Nuys. It was way out there.
It was East LA.
I lived near. Yeah, it was like East LA. I lived near Van Nuys. I don't remember if it was close.
That was tight, but nothing beat the day that we did the ice hockey where we had to like, rent out the ice hockey rink. That was back when
ice hockey.
Jon Scarlett. I'm surprised you even remember this. This was back when you were producing Boots on the Ground before you were an executive and you were just had your own office. This was back when Jon Scarlett was on set.
My own office.
Man, you remember you tried to steal this finance dude's office.
I don't know anything about that. I just knew that John had he was producing most of the skits at the time, and we sort of had a period of time where we collabed, and this particular time we bought a.
Pat is drunk.
That was with Jahan Jones.
Hey, let it keep going.
That was Jahan.
Oh my God.
Party of one.
I don't know, Pat. How could you have if you just woke up? How are you high or drunk? You were asleep.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not worried about these niggas. I'm just
Keep going, Pat.
My thing is that when we bought an ice hockey rink, and the problem was that I think we hired B-Lou, right?
Yeah, he couldn't skate.
No. It was not that. He just didn't show up. He was like, I got it. He called us and he was like, yeah, I got an audition. And I was like, an audition? I just bought this thing. So
y'all had that creepy dude.
Who was the one that couldn't skate?
Y'all had that creepy dude was on set. Just let him be in it.
Jahan couldn't skate. So Jahan we actually hired and he couldn't skate. And then B-Lou just was like, I got something else. I'm not going. And then I think the other person was
Teddy. It was Teddy and Fu.
Teddy. So Teddy was straight. But yeah, we had to eat that. We had to kind of hang around, get somebody else. It was hell. It was for sure hell. But it was also my favorite skit. You know what was weird? Both of my favorite skits were with Jon Scarlett because we did skits together a lot.
You know, it's funny that you would say that, Pat, because I feel like the best thing that you would like at All Def would probably be Dance Break.
I was about to say, that. Pat, you remember when Kev told your flannel and you like swizzled all of it and you was finna fight, bro?
This is what you guys want to do right now?
Pat was swelling up on the neighbors that day. I was like, oh, Pat ready to fight. Remember that? That dance battle?
Yep.
What's there? Y'all remember
as much good as I try to do, as much good as I try to spread into the internet, it always goes down to me trying to fight one white dude. One specific white dude, and I don't appreciate it. I
like to see fights on sets. Why you always want to fight somebody?
Everybody's zone to really get to know a person. I like to see everybody's zone. And it was good to see Pat's violent turn-up song.
What? Right, because before that, I was like, Pat is just frail. Like, if something were to happen, and if me and Pat were walking on the street, I would have to defend him. But after I saw that, I was like, Pat, there might be hope for you.
That's some faith. That's hilarious.
There might be hope.
Well, listen, man, we reached the end of the night, man. It's been 2 hours catching up, the All Deaf reunion, man. I'm so glad to see everybody.
We're just getting started, man. What you talking about?
Tony, you just always man.
Tony just got here.
Just pulled up.
Tony, you're always late.
Nah, F that. Tahir, go to 9:30.
Hey, y'all remember when we went camping? Y'all remember when we went camping?
I wanted to go.
Yeah,
that was a vibe.
Please, Tahir, trying to wrap it up, man. You just opened a whole other conversation.
I wanted to go camping with y'all.
Tahir got a pedicure he got to get to.
10 a.m., 10 p.m. pedicure.
Camping was really fun.
Wait, Tahir getting the pedicure in the morning?
Yeah. Yeah.
Take it to here. Why are they open?
No, they about to be closed.
He don't care nothing about COVID, man. Like,
right?
Nigga,
He should. He's high risk over here with his asthma and sleep apnea. I don't need to go nowhere to here. You're a prime candidate for the COVID.
Y'all having a good time over there?
We have a great time.
You're hilarious.
Great time to check spits.
Hey, the thought of Tahir getting COVID from his sleep apnea is pretty funny to me.
That's actually, it's not, I mean, I wouldn't give it too much. I mean, COVID's nothing to joke about, but.
Y'all are horrible people. I just want to go on the record for saying call y'all here to have a good time and catch up, and this is how we end it. On that note.
Tahir, you remember that time you wore them baked potato foil wrap Asics to the office and we framed you and you never wore them again?
And guys, remember when Kev wore the jean vest?
Oh my God.
Jean vest.
Oh yeah.
When
he came in with the red leather Culver high tops.
Kevin had bad style at the beginning.
Yeah, why was you wearing that?
Yo, Tone, let me tell you what's funny about that.
You did wear a jean vest.
They lit me up so bad. I came home to my wife and was like, "Why would you let me wear this?"
That was before roasting started at the office.
I had on bone-colored jeans, a white T-shirt, a jean jacket. Bone, Pat.
What is bone?
Bone is like light beige, like almond milk.
Like white brown.
Big old bell bottom jeans with some brown Steve Madden boots on. And I'll never forget, the funniest part about it, it wasn't none of y'all who started roasting. It was Michelle. The white assistant was like, she was like, yo, what are you wearing? And it was like the beginning of The Lion King. Everybody was like,
and they're like, oh, I don't know what this is, but it feels right.
Bro, it was like 45 minutes. I left work early that day. I just went home. I was like, I don't have to take it.
Did you wear those boots again?
Tony, no lie. I kid you not. I'm not even joking. I went home. When you left my garage and came out to the right, all the trash cans were there.
Yeah.
I threw everything in the trash and walked in the house in my boxers. And Melissa was like, what happened? I was like, why did you let me wear that outfit outside?
Yo, can you post those boots on your Instagram tonight?
Tony, I threw them away.
No, you still remember what they look like, right?
Go find a picture.
Google images.
I would have to search for them. I got them from like Ross. You know how Ross be having stuff for like $39.99. You'd be like, oh, this is cool for $39. Like you wouldn't buy it at full price, but for $39, it makes sense. It was that kind of thing. Tony, it was the worst day of my life. And that's actually when I started wearing sweats and black shirts and dope shoes. From that moment on,
I was wearing all black. Nobody can make fun of me.
I will wear all. Actually, I just started copying the way Jon Scarlett dressed. I was like, he never gets roasted. I will just wear what he wears.
Always wear black, John.
I started wearing black sweats or them little black pants with the tapered bottom. I started wearing those every day.
You bought hella joggers too.
All the joggers in the world.
You did have all the joggers.
And I never got roasted. People were just like, you dress boring, but you'll never catch me in cowboy boots again.
Yes, we did roast you behind your back.
Hey, do y'all remember the dog filter on Doughboy's stomach?
That was our best video.
40 million views.
That's when I really realized that the internet doesn't know what the fuck. Like,
I think that's our biggest video, right?
That's like the most viewed video.
Snoop Dogg reposted it, everything.
I don't know what the internet wants, and I will never know. That's what told me though.
That's crazy.
Good times, guys.
Good times indeed.
Remember when we did the gender reveal for Meg, and it was the hypest video we ever had in our
That
lives?
was fun though.
That was the best gender reveal. By
We
the way.
was so happy for a baby we didn't care about. We were so Meg, low key, Meg's pregnancy announcement and her gender reveal did more numbers than stuff that we paid for.
True. True. People just want to be nosy about.
You know what's funny? The funny thing, I just watched Meg's gender reveal the other day. People were so mad at Jade. Jade was asking, "Are you pregnant? Are you pregnant? Is she pregnant?" And the commenters were flaming her up. Actually, thinking of the comments, y'all remember we used to get called the Black BuzzFeed so much we made the CuzzFeed sketch? Yeah. And that really stopped all the comments. From that moment forward, it was like,
I haven't seen one since.
They read the CuzzFeed. CuzzFeed was one of the funniest things we ever did, bro. CuzzFeed, bro, Richie and Watts Mickey. Oh my God, bro. We had real Crips in there.
Real. Inside the Office was just a funny. I mean, that was. I think
Inside the Office
didn't get as much love as it should have.
Oh, Inside the Office, no roasting.
That was the best.
No roasting zone. The no roasting zone episode of Inside the Office was one of the funniest things I ever saw.
That's one of the best. Top 5.
When remember Waleed came in the green Speedo thing with the balls? Yo, Waleed was hairy, bro.
Real life.
He got to meet Erykah Badu and Mike Tyson. He got to fly on a private. Him and Trevor really had the best careers after All Deaf.
They doing great.
The non-blacks.
Oh, Inside the Office.
Who's video?
Who's watching? Is it you again?
Somebody watching
Kev?
it.
It's not me.
Okay.
Hey, I got a question. Why was every sketch on ADD TV like race related?
Because that's how a lot of our stuff started.
Yeah.
It was a whole thing, Trav. We had a whole ugly past of racism and sexism. We should delete all those videos now.
Well, I don't care. I don't care what y'all say. Light skin versus dark skin was my favorite.
Jesus. Ew.
I don't know how y'all can say y'all don't like that.
What'd you say, Denzel?
Now, you remember when we made people get in hammocks?
People get in hammocks for the first time. You know what's crazy about that? You know what's crazy about that? I pitched that as a joke. Like I was just like, "Yo, we should do fat people get into hammocks for the first time." We were like at the bottom of the barrel so much. Like we were so out of ideas that like when I pitched that, it was like, yeah, we should do that next. And I was like, "Yo, what are you talking about?"
Didn't you shoot like another episode that day too?
Yeah. We shot 2 things that day, but still, like when I pitched that, it was like, yeah, do that. And it was
whenever we had to shoot 2 things, that second video always was some mid.
Yeah, didn't that shit make a million views? That shit was a million views, right?
It probably did.
No. It did amazingly, but it was just like that was the time I was just like, okay, this is.
We did some really terrible stuff, y'all. Like when I think about it, like we could have done half that stuff in the Me Too era.
A whole years of content should be deleted. A whole year's worth.
Oh yeah, like the one where it was like big feet equal big meat. That's supposed to go. The one.
Hey, wait. Wasn't Dame was in that? Dame was in that.
I was not in there. What are you talking about, bro?
You was in there, bro. You was in there.
I had to help with the production, if that's what you're talking about.
We did a video where we asked Kanisha to smell people and see if she could guess their race.
Oh yeah,
right.
Yeah, that was dark.
We did some, and then what was it? Tony was in that one where it was like you got to touch butts or whatever. Like,
oh yeah, Tony said he was attracted to their souls.
Right, but like you had to.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Look at their butts or something. I was like,
we did a video where like guys tried the flashlight for the first time. Didn't we do that video?
Oh yeah, we did.
What the hell?
Doughboy smashed the flashlight.
Did that actually happen?
Yo, you know what's funny about that? Since we're all being honest, nobody even messed with those flashlights. They were just lying. They were like, bro, I'm not gonna do this.
Just went in the bathroom and started moaning. They was just
Clean it
moaning.
up, Kev. Clean it up, Kev.
Bro,
That's exactly what happened. That's exactly what
people
happened.
was just in there acting, bro.
Just go like this.
Oh, you know what was funny though? Now that Trav mentions it, when we did y'all for the April Fools, we did comedians smoke crack for the first or meth or crack.
Hilarious.
Meth.
Meth. I think it was meth.
Oh, that one was crazy.
Our we had some good April Fools jokes on the audience, bro.
Yeah, we did. You remember the one we did with Walida was like getting
a hooker,
prostitute for the first time?
Yeah.
No, we had to go. Who was with me?
Pat. I think it was
We had
Pat.
to go.
Fox, the Snooty Fox.
Yes, we went to we tried to go to the Snooty Fox, which is like an hour rental motel. So we went to like the seediest motel that looked disgusting and dirty. And they were like, no, you can't come in here. And because they knew that we were trying to film something. So it took us like we were driving around looking for like 3 or 4 different hour motels that would just let us come in there and use it. We finally found one and it felt every bit of dirty.
But that wasn't real?
Oh, it felt so dirty.
Tony said, let's keep it going. We're just getting started. Then he dipped.
That's exactly what I texted him.
He probably went to sleep.
Nigga, out of here.
I'm sick of
Don't you
talking.
can't do this many people talking, man.
I know.
Oh my gosh, did y'all know that I was like 1 week pregnant when I did dance break? All that, I was like flipping on the ground.
No, I didn't fucking know that. What?
Wow. Pat, turn on your video.
Pat was yelling at her the whole time.
Wait, what the hell?
I dance battled you on dance break.
Right. You remember? I didn't know I was pregnant.
Man, I ain't gonna hold y'all. Dance break was fun to shoot. I had a great time.
I thought I was gonna do well.
The graphics.
It was a great idea.
Remember when we were shooting dance break
Thanks,
and I
guys.
to fight us?
What?
Remember, wasn't it dance break where that dude tried to fight us for a second?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the one we were just talking about with Pat squared up with dude.
Oh, yeah.
Pat took his shirt off. He took his keys in the sports bra. He was like, it could be whatever.
Yo, you just reminded me. That's hilarious. Remember when we hit
beanies? Did you just switch beat colors?
I switched beanies on y'all.
You did switch beanies. Wow.
Pull it down a little more.
Megan, shut up.
Yeah.
Remember when we got 1 million followers and we had a party at One Oak that was
oh my god.
The million subs party.
Justin Bieber performed.
Justin Bieber performed.
He had no business in that
He was
place.
next to me. Rihanna was standing right next to me, and Justin Bieber was. We was like low key in their section because we stayed.
Was in there?
Rihanna was right. Rihanna was in there. We stayed after. We stayed after, and Rihanna was there, and we was in her and Justin Bieber's like right next to their section. I was like, "That's Rihanna." Like it was.
Yo, that was the beginning of wasting money. We should not have had no party at
You
One
was complaining about lunch. Is that what you said?
Y'all should never complain about lunch. Y'all got to Rihanna.
Bro, that party was so expensive. We should not have done that, bro.
That was like the biggest party I've ever been to, though. I'm not gonna lie.
It was insane.
That was like the craziest party.
It was open bar.
I was so drunk.
Open bar at what, bro?
It was open bar at 1 Oak.
Trav,
It was open bar. It
What?
was open bar. I won't never forget that, Kev. It was open bar at 1 Oak.
One Oak.
Hey, that shit was fun though. That was fun.
I was lit.
I drove home, yo. I drove home and I hit 2 cones on the freeway.
Why would you? Don't say that.
Promote that. Don't promote
It was
that.
Why are you admitting to crimes?
It was 5 years ago.
That's not statute of limitations, bro. 5 years is not within that window.
I'm gonna get arrested for Josh the cones.
I don't know who's in these comments.
The cones that I hit.
Hey, that's city property, man. You gonna do some time for that, bro.
Wild.
Hey, shout out to the squad though. I'm up $68. I'm up $68 for the baby.
Man, you sending yourself that money.
Yeah, that was me.
All right, well, listen, man. Thank y'all for watching another episode of Zooming with the Homies, man. Thank you to the whole squad, everybody for pulling up. It's great to catch up with everybody. Kev, Sid, Deazy, John, Dane, Trav, Josh, Pat, Meg somehow dipped out. Tony Baker was here. We had a lot of people. Teddy was here. It was a lot of fun, man. see you back on Monday. Tomorrow we got the Best Silent Listening Party. Well, that's me and Josh. And tomorrow we're checking out West Side Gun's new album. Fly God is an awesome guy too. Thank you for all the Cash App donations. Since we're over time, I probably won't get a chance to say all of them, but I'll try to go
Probably not.
quickly.
Josiah.
I'm not just saying.
What up, Joe?
Oh, what's up, Joe?
I am Kevin today.
Keep it down. He's gonna hear me.
And now.
Keep it down. He's gonna hear me.
He snuck in here. Wow.
Hey, Joe's one of the
It's
first.
JoJo.
He found me.
Joe's one of the first talent on Arts and Raps.
Yo. First ever.
But shout out to Candace, shout out to Mark Millen, shout out to H. Hobbs, H. Jacobs, Giovanni, LeBaron, Sojourner, Tanuk, Janine, Sheriff, Alicia, Mark, Candidate, Ashley, Radshaw, Relly Rail, Arndale. It's a gang of y'all guys. I won't make it through the night because I got to get the kid back to her friend's house. I want to open up the platform if anybody else wants to thank people or if you want to tell people what you got going on, where they can find you. Go ahead, Deezy.
Hey, shouts out to God first and foremost. That's, you know what I'm saying, my savior, my mama. Thank you. I appreciate you. I love you. She's watching this right now. She's tapped in. I want to thank Alexandria, Kathidis, Khaled, Tanisha. It's a lot in here. I didn't even notice this was happening right now. This is a real thing.
You lit? So you was running it up too. Okay.
I didn't know. Yeah, it was on air. I appreciate everybody. Tahir, appreciate you for the platform for doing this, man. I love each and every one of you guys. Miss you guys. Hope we can work again soon, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
All right, Sid, you want to go next?
I did actually get money. I'm actually quite surprised. I want to say thank you, Tokyo Doe and Jocelyn Howard. I'm actually going to send your money to the next charity that I find, but I appreciate y'all, and this is fun, y'all.
The Sydney Kim charity?
Oh, absolutely.
Kev, you want to go? Any thank yous or anything people you want them to look out for? Anything you got coming up?
I want to thank Instagram for letting me hit 1 million followers. Thank everyone here who's beneath me on the gram. I appreciate you guys for following me. It's good. You know, it's good to have more success than people that you worked with on Instagram.
Kev will always make you feel broker than he is.
I'm gonna tell y'all, no matter what happens in life, this 4 years was like getting to go to college a second time. And having people like this, man, it was the funnest thing. It was the funnest time, man. I have so many fond memories. I really miss it. Like, I really think, I remember actually being there. You know, there's an episode of The Office, Pat and Josh, y'all get that. When Andy said, don't you wish there was a time when you knew the good old days were the good old days while they were happening? And that's what it was like to work at All Day. You're like, man, this is the funnest it could ever be to work. We were young, we were black, we were free. It was like, there's no other job ever. You could just be completely free to be yourself and get paid. And we made YouTube videos for a living. We always knew it would end one day. We were like, bro, there's no way we can do this. There's no way. There's no way we can do this forever. But bro, for a time, it was perfect. And for all the bad stuff that happened over the years, I wouldn't even change it if it robbed me of having those fun memories, man. Y'all are the best. I'm so happy to know all of you guys and all the success that people have, Trev and Pat and, all of you guys, Meg with her baby, Trav and Deez with their babies, John with his beard, Tahir with his glasses, Sydney with his Asianness, Josh works with me. Listen, I took Josh as an intern and was like, Josh, I'm finna start my own company. Come work with me. But it was so dope, man. I love you all, man. It was the best time. It was the best time of my life. It was the best job I ever had.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
it was.
Jon Scarlett.
Oh man, I don't know how I follow that.
You don't. That's what happened when you have 1 million followers. You know how to count.
I didn't put any Cash App up because I don't need anything. I'm already blessed. But if anything, y'all go to change.org. Go get justice for Breonna Taylor. Besides that, I echo everything Kev said. You know what I mean? Like that, man. Like that 5 years that we spent, that I spent it all deaf. That's like the most growth I've ever had over the course of my career. And you can't trade anything for that. So, and I love all the relationships I made. You know what I'm saying? I got best friends out of it. You know what I mean? Kev, Sid. Y'all gonna be in my wedding one day. So, You know, I just, you know, I love all y'all, and I appreciate, you know, getting to.
You got a whole boo out of it.
That's true.
That's true. She's sitting over there.
And Deazy.
I got a whole family.
You said it's on me?
Yeah.
Oh man, this is good to see all y'all, man. Peace and blessings. But I do want to give a personal shout out to August Alsina though. He did what a lot of us couldn't. You feel me? That's it for me though.
Dave, you are wild, bro.
Wow. There you go next.
Y'all go.
Pulling on your sidekick, Damien.
I just want to say thank you for all the cash apps. Hold on, let me shout y'all out. Kelsey, Rashaw, Frederick. Apologize if I get your name wrong. Tanuke, Dragia, LeBaron, Imani, Javante.
Try harder.
This like your first time reading.
Mark Miller. Hey. It was a D and a J.
I'm sorry, man.
It was a D and a J. How? What am I doing with that?
We like Deborah. Oh, that's Deborah. Sarah. Oh, Sarah.
Hey, Tony's back. But yeah, I just want to say thank you to everybody, and then shout out to the squad. Like Kev said, you know, those are really some of the best years of my life professionally. Just to be honest, and really like starting out as an intern. Shout out Pat, who kind of helped me get in from the beginning. And you know, shout out to Sid and Kev, who gave me and Dame a shot at really producing and gave us the cooler in that moment. So yeah,
we gave y'all the cooler and we took the lunch.
Why, huh? That's
Tony, welcome back, bro. Welcome back, Tone.
You played us on the low, Kev.
I'm back, y'all. Y'all hear me?
Oh my God. But yeah, that's it for me. That's it.
Can y'all hear me?
We'll go Josh, Pat, Meg, and then Tony.
Man, I'm grateful for everybody in here. I'm grateful for everybody who sent the Cash App. Appreciate y'all. Everybody in here though, for real. Kind of like Kev said, it felt like this was like my grad school. You know, like I feel like I really learned. I feel like I didn't learn anything in the college that I'm still paying for. But I'm mad grateful to have made these friends that are in here today, even the ones that aren't in here as well. Both Kev and as well as Sid deserve their fair share of shout outs from what I've learned from them and continue to learn from them.
Amir too.
He was in the category of the ones that aren't here. But man, I'm super grateful because I don't think I would be doing what I'm doing without these individuals in my life. And I'm just appreciative for all y'all, all the experiences through and through. I feel like we've grown a lot together. And yeah, that's it.
Hey, if you ain't got no job, come to KevOnStage Studios. We got Joshy Guns got a job. If you got a baby on the way and a pick in your hair and you ain't got no job, come to KevOnStage Studios.
Can I get on stage? I might.
Nah, black people only. Black people only right now. I'm playing, Heidi. I'm playing. I couldn't miss it. You know I'm loyal to the joke first, Heidi. You know I'm loyal to the joke first.
Yeah, like it never happened.
I'm white. We got Pat.
She says I'm true, I'm white.
True.
Pat, you want to go next?
Pat is dead.
Pat is drunk.
My bad. I was muted, but thank you guys so much for watching. You know what I'm saying? Why you guys laughing at me? I'm just trying
happy
to
when I'm drunk.
This is Pat's eyes right here.
I'm part Asian.
You know what? How about this?
Come on, Pat. Come back, man.
Better come back with a dope background.
He gave us the avatar.
Yeah. It's shitty without me, huh? But I would just like to say, while I'm here, thanks for having me. You guys are the greatest. Boom. And that's it.
Pat does not know where he is right now.
Man, all right, God bless you. God bless you. All right.
He don't know if he's high or drunk or cross-faded.
Man, go ahead.
I love it.
Lord Jesus.
Meg.
Thank you for everybody who sent the cash app. You are supporting the baby Maverick, and you're also supporting Denzel's baby because I'm gonna donate what you guys gave to me to the new parents.
Good idea.
I'm pregnant too.
Oh man, that's nice, man.
I'm pregnant too, man.
Dame said I'm pregnant too.
Don't forget that, y'all.
I'm gonna send you some too, Trev, because you're about to become a new father. So yes, thank you guys for helping out the all deaf next generation.
Shout out Black Dads.
Y'all don't know what condoms are on this Zoom.
You
That
don't
was like-
either. Shut up.
I sure don't. Tony, what you doing? You had kids in 1993.
No, it was
Tony, your
but
kid's
yeah.
grown. No, I was gonna say, look, I love all deaf. You guys, everybody on here is family to me. Like, no matter what. Tahir is my brother forever. Like, I don't know. Like, this was the first time in my life that, like Kev said, we could just show up to work and just be ourselves. There was no code switching. You know, I've worked in different type of corporate environments and always had to be like, hello, you know, but this was the first time I was like, man, this is amazing. But of course, you know, like, you guys are my brothers, and I just enjoyed my time with all of you. And for those of you who still work at All Def, like, I just enjoy seeing y'all and working with y'all. This was the first time I really had to be responsible for all these man children as well. Especially you, Pat. Like,
Meg, you mean to tell me you didn't call people ugly at PricewaterhouseCoopers?
I did, but it was like on the inside I said it. I didn't say it out loud.
Okay.
But this was the first time I could say it out loud. But and Pat, look, Pat, I'm over here talking about man children. And Pat's like, what? Pat, I just sent you a text before you got on here for some work you need to do.
Oh, he didn't respond.
I ain't learned nothing at
Pat
all.
didn't respond.
No, he did respond. He still ain't did the work.
Wow.
Tony, you are hilarious,
That's
bro.
crazy.
I just gotta look over like a chat. You know, it's not.
What?
Hey, go to bed. Just go to bed. But no, y'all are my brothers. I love you guys so much.
Is Pat drunk or high? What happened?
He's both.
Los. He's been on here for an hour and a half. He hasn't smoked or drank any.
Oh, he came on here like that.
When he keeps turning the camera off. I'm just a mess. I want to go to sleep. Just let me be.
How long does it last, guys? How long does it last?
Great question,
Let
Kev.
me be.
Tony, you are hilarious.
It's a great question.
Yo, remember when we made Major Deal and everybody on here got a part and we didn't make no money, but it was fun?
No, me and Tahir didn't have no name. What was our name in the credits? Uber.
Tahir was man in car. Oh, y'all were people in car. Everybody had a part.
I was an inmate. Meg, I was an inmate.
Yeah. I had a
You're
jail.
not complaining about being on Uber driver?
Me and Dame had a jail scenes.
We didn't have no money, bro. We had so much fun. Yo, that was the best thing ever, bro.
Good looking, Sid. Love you.
But listen, Tony, you want to say anything to the people before you get out of here?
Oh yeah,
Tony is. I would like to say this before Tony starts. Tony is musty.
You gonna beat me to it? Wow. That was the first thing I was gonna say was Meg is musty. But
why would you do that to me? Why would you say that? People believe
First of all,
it.
hey Kev, my kids love me.
Yo, you have children in the room? Zay, JoJo, now!
My sons
now!
love me
Tony's
still,
kids are in
Kev.
there.
Wanted to say that real quick.
Get in here. Get Zay now. I have to
No,
show
don't force them in there. You're forcing them.
Get Zay now. I'll give you guys some money. Before people get off. Hurry. Prove that I'm loved.
Nah, man. You forcing it.
I don't care.
Anyway, I want to thank everybody for the Cash App. Thank you so much. But I also want to thank all of you guys because I'm the only one in here that's not on that was never on the All Def payroll. I was
I wasn't on the payroll.
Oh, my bad. But you wasn't on screen. I forgot you was there. But I want to say this, man. Y'all kept me alive financially. Y'all don't know how crucial those gigs were, man. 2-minute drill. 2-minute drill kept me from working at Denny's, man. So I want to thank y'all for bringing me in repeatedly. You saved my life, man.
Yo, me and Sid kept 2-minute drill going for so long. We were like, bro, just get Tony that little 350 for a little bit. Get Tony that little, bro. We kept that. Tony, you don't know how many meetings they're like, man, we should cut 2-minute drill. We're like, no, man, we gotta prove that this and that. And then we went right from that to the movie show.
Yeah.
We kept going for as long as, and then they were just like, nigga, no more Tony stuff. We're like, all right, man. But we went for like 18 months, bro. 18 months we went, man. We was like, man, give Tony the money. He's great.
Man, thank y'all, man. I appreciate it. I needed every cent. Thank you.
Drop the show, Working Wild.
Oh, man. And Working Wild, man.
Plug it.
Thank everybody for watching the first episode, man. We got some more coming. I want to thank y'all for that show. I loved it. I love shooting it. And we wanted to shoot more, but stuff be happening.
Shout out to there was no color correction on Working Wild. There was
a single frame got color corrected on that.
They didn't color correct.
Working Wild looks dry.
Working Wild has an Instagram filter on it right now.
They couldn't even move the contrast slider over, bro. That's all they could have done.
Shut up.
I feel like everything I'm a part of, the lighting or the colors is off. Because 2-minute drill had horrible lighting. 2-minute drill had horrible lighting.
I don't know what had you right, bro.
I remember Kev used to say that kind of quality didn't matter in any of the videos, and Pat took that to heart. Pat said,
no, but here's the thing, John. If you use an iPhone, it's automatically color corrected. You can't use the expensive cameras and then not color correct it. It's the whole thing. You can't do both. I was just saying the iPhone has good sound. It's already color corrected.
Yo, I like the look of non-color corrected footage. So yes, I
do. Real quick. Tony's also part of Best Silent Listening Party. We're doing that tomorrow at 1 p.m. Also, be looking out for Squadcast every Monday. Damn it, that's scary every Thursday. On These Hoes is every Thursday as well. And I want to give the rest of the shots: Rashaw, Relly Rail, Ornell, Frito Lay, Kobe, John, Roxanne, Courtney. Let's scroll down a little bit. Derek Collins, Jamie Jenkins, Amani, Benjamin, Amaya, Tokyo, Shayla, I'm sorry, D, Kobe. I said some of these names already, but thank you guys so much for the donations. Definitely appreciate it.
You got that many cash apps to hear?
He just made $1 million.
Hey, let me hold something, bro.
What the hell?
The first was yesterday.
Yo, Tahir's out here getting bread, dog.
Give it to Deazy and Trav. They're having babies.
Yeah, hand it over.
Listen, guys, thank y'all so much for pulling out to another episode with the homies. You guys have been an amazing crowd. Please smash that like button before you get out here. If I open it back up and it was at 4,000 likes, that would be amazing. You guys have been amazing as well. We will see you
as well.
As well.
Hey, Tom, it looks like you get to say as well. He was doing so